Hey, Breathless.
I said, do you mind explaining your prompt? I don't really get it.
What's your initial thoughts about it?
I don't understand it.
So you came up here so I can explain it to you?
Or like, just, I don't need like a 10-minute explanation, but like,
No,
a
it's
quick
fine.
one.
It's fine. Tell me which word is confusing for you.
Women aren't enabling men; they are calling them out of fear. Like, in what aspect? In what context? Like, what are you talking
Like,
about?
and I'm saying like which one of the word, which part
Oh my
specifically is real
god.
confusing?
Okay, none of the words are confused, and what in what context are you like? Is this statement about? Like, I'm confused.
It's about women and men, gender dynamics.
Y'all got it, bro.
Okay. Take care. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? What's up, East?
How do you get the fuck out of here?
Damn, he was trapped.
Good evening.
So you just woke up.
No, I just clocked out and I'm tired. And people, they got their motherfucking pay up out of me. They got their 8 hours worth. 9 hours. I know. And I usually try to fuck off just a little bit. Um, Women aren't enabling men. They're coddling them out of fear. Um, I believe so. I think if you look at it from like whether it's a romantic or a familial, or even a friendship, co-worker, like almost every dynamic that you could think of, like women do coddle men. When it's like a mother and son, mothers do tend to coddle their sons, and that's across the world, across all races, religions, and creeds. And I think it's because they fear that, I don't know. Let me think about it. Yeah, I literally just clocked out. So
No, you good.
I I used up all my brain power.
No, I wanted to talk about the other topic, but I didn't finish reading. Hold on, I didn't finish reading the articles I had. But it was something interesting about how because we know like especially like when we look at the previous generations how mothers raise sons and different daughters differently, and we know like internalized misogyny, but also it's like what they were saying, mothers are preparing their daughters for protection against men, and they prepare their sons for protection against the world. And I know like, oh, what's up, Lynn? um
Um, I I look like I just got done running because I did. So I'm gonna turn my camera off. I'm trying to cam up more, but go ahead.
yes, I was talking about how like again it's like even when we in the black community talk about like discrimination, we center like men, and we say like the world is against the men, but like when it comes to women we talk about a lot of times relationships come up. So for women it's just like, oh, she just need protection from the man that's going to be in her life or the men that's in her life. We don't frame it the same way we do for boys. I thought that part was interesting.
I
um
agree, especially when we talk about like how scary it is to reject a man, and how women have lost their lives by rejecting a man. And we've talked about it on the panel when those twin girls rejected the man. It was a big thing here in Orlando when a couple years ago a man pew pewed a girl in the face because she rejected him. But the thing is that it's almost always like, well, how did she reject them? Did she do it nice? Did she give him the number? Did she laugh in his face? Was she disrespectful? And it's like there's no other there's there like think about like you walking up to another person and trying to get like to know this person who's minding their business, and a man feels like because you didn't do it nice enough or reject them nice enough or humble yourself more, like you deserve to be assaulted or unalived or disrespected. Like it is out of fear. Like, I know for a fact, like, when nigga be like, oh yeah, I got her Instagram, I got her number, I got her Snapchat, that means absolutely nothing. It's probably because I'm afraid that you're gonna hurt me if I say no. So I just give it to them and block them later, you know?
Yeah, and that
I
would
feel
be
like
understandable. Go ahead, man.
I feel like this topic can be very confusing, right? Because on one hand we say boys and girls shouldn't be raised differently, right? And those aspects can be explained. But on the other hand, like, I feel like due to socialization and the the things that we have accepted as masculinity and femininity in this society, boys and girls should be raised differently, and that's okay. Um, like teaching your son how to properly handle rejection, right? Teaching your son how to be his own person, and that's necessary because in this world, boys can fall susceptible to people trying to convince them to be a hive mind. I'm not saying girls can't fall to susceptible to that, but I feel like girls quarrel more often than boys. You get what I'm saying? So boys will play the fit in game a little bit more than girls.
No, no, girls are actually socialized to accept rejection. Like as a young girl, you're taught to embrace rejection. Like if you think about even as adults, how the men neg us, like, oh, you think you can get this, you can't get that. Like the rejection isn't the same because women aren't pursuing men, but girls are definitely socialized to accept rejection. It goes into policing. You need to watch what you do. It's just like it's more proactive than reactive.
I think we're being delusional if you think women can accept rejection, but I don't know. I think being a man, like in 2026, like women ain't never been easier. So I don't understand why this is even a thing. Like I get what y'all saying, but like y'all can't have it both ways. Y'all can't say it's free will. You can reject a man however you want, and then he got to take it how you want him to take it. He can do what he want as well.
What do you
What?
mean? What do
What
you
do you
mean?
mean by that?
What
For
I said.
example, was being assaulted or unalive. You think that anything constitutes a man unaliving you? Words.
You said what?
Her example was someone unaliving or assaulting a woman.
For
You
being
think
rude to them.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you,
so
Mom.
you think being rude constitutes taking someone's life?
Me personally, I'm black and white. Like I don't think you can disrespect me and then tell me how
I
to
ask you a
react.
simple question. It's a yes or a no.
Yeah, once you disrespect me, I think I can react however
You
I see
think you
fit.
can unalive someone for disrespecting you?
Me personally, I wouldn't do it, but if somebody did, I would
No,
understand.
no, you
You
think yes.
understand?
You will understand. That's psychotic. You're a psychopath. You need to
What
go
What would
Okay.
get
you
help.
understand about that?
You said what?
What would
He
you understand about
basically
that?
I'm saying like I thought her scenario was she didn't just reject him, she was rude about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
even if they're rude, you understand being
yeah,
violent
so
towards
so
a
if you're
person.
No,
rude,
even if somebody is rude to
Hold up,
you, that
y'all. Hold up, Rainbow. Let it. I want to hear what he got to say about that because he said he understands someone being violent against somebody.
if you're rude, if you're and I see that as disrespect, you can't tell me how to disrespect you back. It's that simple. You should have thought about that before you was rude.
Hold
Like,
on. Now
that's all I'm saying.
so
so
here's the
words.
thing. Here's the thing though. In the scenario, the woman was minding her business, living her life, going about her day. And then a stranger came up to her, invaded her
Thank you,
space,
Monica.
demanded her time, demanded he give her his number, give her his attention. You don't
You
get,
live in
just like,
society,
Hold on, you gotta let her
lady.
finish. Hold up. She was still talking.
Right. So then because you're interrupting her day as any normal person, she's rude about it. No, no thank you. No
No, that's
thank you.
not
No.
normal.
No, it is pretty normal.
It's not
It
normal.
it is normal. If she wants to be rude about it,
You gonna argue normalcy to a motherfucker who said people can deserve to unalive if they rude to somebody?
the thing is,
Really?
Only black women that rude though, so I see why y'all
I
No,
saying.
wish
that's not
you know
true.
what? You know what though was so funny? Here's the thing. I bet you if a
You
I
got a
bet
white mama too. I know he got a
I
white
don't got no
mama.
fucking white mom, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, you
What a
do.
bitch.
I'm black and white, so
I'm all the way black.
yeah,
okay. You mean black
but
and
that's
white
the
as far
thing.
as your concept.
No, I just don't think y'all could disrespect men and then tell them how to react. I don't.
Yeah, but you're invading her space. You're
But
disrespecting
ease, okay,
her.
I understand what you're
That's
saying,
all.
and I'm not even trying to
No,
be
hold up.
Listen,
No, it's
see,
you're not understanding what she's saying.
I don't.
Because hold up.
I
You
just don't
can't
agree.
hold up. Hold up. Somebody is approaching someone who is minding their business, and then you get in your feelings about how that person responds, and
Can
you
I
think that's
respond?
justified.
Yes, I think that's cool because this is let me finish my answer. This is
And only
society.
black men are violent like that.
This is society. If you're a beautiful woman, expected to be asked out on dates and
Mm-mm.
stuff
So
when you
hold
go
up.
outside.
Hold up.
Sorry.
So what if hold
If
up.
that gives you the right to be rude, then I have the right to react how I want to
So
react. It's
real
that
quick.
simple.
Real quick. Let's say you were a handsome man and another man found you attractive and he approached you. Like, would you be like real nice
No,
or
I
like
will knock him out. I would knock him out. But you can't knock the man out, so you got to be nice.
Yeah, but I mean, I live in an open carry state, but I could shoot you in
All
the
right,
fucking
so
mouth.
shoot him for asking you out
whoa,
on a
whoa,
date and
whoa,
see where
whoa,
he
y'all
go.
on
You the
TikTok. Watch
one
what
who
you
said you
say.
gonna pew. You the one who said it's okay to unalive somebody if they're rude to you.
Now all of a
Him
sudden
And
asking
it's a
you
her on
and
a
it's
problem.
so
date,
funny. And it's
her
so funny that you
that's
said
not
only
being
black women are rude. Only black men think
y'all
it's okay to
is.
unalive somebody. Okay, and you're violent. And that's a black man thing. I've never met
Okay.
a white man
You
who said
see,
I'm gonna unalive somebody for being
you
rude
better
to
go get on
me.
YouTube. They killing
Okay. No,
y'all.
no, 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 no.
They unaliving
No.
y'all all the
No,
time.
no, same,
They
same.
unalive.
No,
No,
you're
they unalive
lying.
y'all.
You're
They
lying.
unalive. Yes, they do.
Asian men
No,
don't
no,
unalive
no.
people for
You
being
know
rude
who?
to them.
You know who
Asian men
unalive?
don't
That's
unalive
not true.
people for being
No.
rude with
Yeah, you see how
them.
she lying? You see how she
And you
lying,
see how
bro?
you lie? You can't take the heat, huh? You little
Don't
bitch.
nobody unalive black
Shut
people more
up.
than black women. They have
Shut
400,000
up.
AVs a year.
Wait,
Shut
what?
up.
Y'all unalive your own
Shut
kids.
up. Shut up.
The thing
Hold
is
on.
though,
This the same little Nooski
They
bitch.
had their
Hold
own. They
up.
unalive their own kids.
All right, hold
Talk
up.
about
That's fucking insane. Ray J, you wanna respond? What's that noise?
Yeah, I think it's
My bad.
crazy. I think it's crazy to hear black men get up here and use violent rhetoric to justify why they have little emotional regulation or even emotional intelligence. Because of
No,
the
that's
fact,
weird.
like getting up here and being like,
emotional.
"Oh well,
That's
I
why.
mean,
Hold
well,
up.
she was rude. So the fuck what?
Right.
That's still not a good enough justification
So
to take
what?
somebody's
Hold,
life
Yeah,
whoa,
just
whoa.
well
Y'all
because
he
come
your
off
well he
mute
talk
and
feelings are
about
not
some
hurt."
interrupt
bullshit.
though.
So
Hold up.
what?
You can go. Who
He
else
saying
is
some
Love
dumb.
you.
talking?
So what?
You
Y'all
can.
kill
All
y'all
right. You
kids.
interrupting. Somebody's talking. Go ahead, Ray J.
Yeah, that's not a good enough excuse to take somebody's life just because the girl in question didn't want to fuck you or go out on a simple coffee date with you. Men, statistically, and there have been studies from the Pew Research Center and the National Institute of Health that have come out to show that men, on average, have little to no emotional regulation compared to women, and that they take rejection terribly. We can even look at, you can go to Google right now and put in men who have unalived women and girls just because they were rejected, and you will get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hits and news stories of men just because the women and girls in those situations declined their advances, whether they were nice or rude. Those men unalived them because their feelings were hurt and they didn't want to sit in the uncomfortability of knowing that a woman that they found found attractive did not return that attraction, nor did they want to return that affection. The way that we will see black men automatically resort to violence, that will be y'all's initial take, initial fucking instinct, just because your feelings is hurt, is crazy. And it goes to the fucking prompt as to why women and young girls have to coddle fucking grown ass men like y'all are five, because whenever you are told no, y'all flip the fuck out.
That's completely false, bro.
Hold on, hold
Immaturity.
on.
Just
Like
because it's one
100%.
dumb
Hold
black
on,
dude talking,
y'all.
that's
Hold on.
dumb.
She just y'all find women.
Y'all gotta chill. It's an order. Wait until I call on you, then we
Why
open
we
the
can't
floor.
all just talk? That's dumb.
Lex, I
They
dropped you already. You can go. Go
they
ahead.
all came up here. I just
Better
want to say
respond.
they all came up here to run and save that man, and now they on Ray Bay for what she said. Y'all wasn't up here like, whoa, bro, that's not right. You shouldn't say it's okay to unalive a woman because she rejected you. That what kind of crazy shit? None of y'all had a crazy reaction
But
to
see,
that.
no,
Like,
none
what
of
the
y'all.
fuck?
Y'all
Waiting to speak.
always
That
say
was
some crazy.
crazy.
The
Hold
Waiting.
on,
thing is
real
that, can
quick.
I
Hold on,
say?
real quick. Hold
Okay.
on, real quick. Because they keep coming off mute. And, like, again, when you up here, the panel not open yet. Y'all just interrupting. If you want to speak, that's fine. But it can't just be people speaking over each other. It's overwhelming. For everybody else, make sure y'all tap in the screen, shed a light about the people who might want to participate in the conversation. If you agree with what people are saying, go ahead and gift them. If you have already done so, send a daily heart me. Just Vaughn, are you there? You gotta come off mute, Just Vaughn.
I'm here. I'm here.
Go ahead.
I don't agree with what he was saying. That's totally ridiculous. I was just waiting to speak. I don't feel like I feel men who lack emotional or mental maturity are the only men that you know approach a woman, she say no, and then all of a sudden she's all type of bees and all this other stuff. I mean, you don't know what kind of day she was having. Maybe she had 1,000 men already trying to approach her. We don't know what her situation, her dating situation is. Sometimes women just don't want to be bothered, and that could go the same as men. But since we're talking about women, not every woman want to be approached just because she steps out the house. She wants to go pump gas and go to her date. I mean, some women are rude about it, but some women would give you a little conversation, let you know they're taken or whatever. Okay, walk away. At least you got a response. You know how to. Maybe you step wrong to her. That's the reason why she acted that way. You know, it's all about your approach, your tone, all that stuff. But maybe she's just having a bad day, and that's how she responded. Who cares? But killing someone because they disrespect you. I mean, that was your choice to walk up and approach that woman. You chose that. She didn't step to you or get your attention. You want her attention that way. So therefore, you got to present yourself in a way that grabs her attention and makes her want to listen to you. But not everybody want to be listened to just because you approach them. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So unaliving somebody just because they don't want your time is ridiculous.
Like that's why he tried to make that comment, like, "Oh, a man can set up for himself," because like it's like this is why I said like earlier when I was saying that women learn to embrace rejection because like the response from a man to be rude would be okay, that's justifiable for a woman. No, you're supposed to be nice about it. But I'd be wrong if I say that like black men is their fault for not being nice to the police officers that unalive them. That's what I'm saying. Like it's real interesting. It's giving you just want to like talk about you hurting a woman and then you get off on that shit. But go ahead. What's your name? Grown man.
Yeah, I was trying to respond to something that somebody had said when I first got in the box.
What?
Um,
Go ahead.
but it's one of them things to where
No, I'm saying, what are you responding to?
I'm not sure who it was, but it was somebody that had said that men lack emotional intelligence and they are the most violent. I was about to rebuttal that and I got blocked or whatever.
Yes.
But it's one of those things to where men and women's minds don't process information the same. So men, like our minds don't process emotion like women do because women think from left to right, men think from front to back. The emotions are left right. So it is a little bit emotion that's in it, but just think about it like from a woman's perspective, right? If you get into it with some people that's out in the street and they about to jump you or whatever, the first people that you call would usually be a man. for the simple fact that men are more about like taking issues like straight ahead. So it's all about results. We got to settle this problem before it comes a bigger problem. That's how men usually think. So it's like even when it comes to if you get locked up, you call your dude or you call your brothers. If you get into a conflict, it's about calling your uncles, your brothers, your dad, or whoever the case is. And then even when it comes to like the bigger landscape of it, is like the wars you call them men. So of course men are going to be more aggressive and more violent in situations. That's just
No, I'm
it's
gonna call
like
the police and press charges.
even when you call the police, right? The people that pull up are men.
No,
What you
not
mean?
no, no, not
What you
even
mean
that. Like,
so?
hold up. If
Like
I call,
you
hold
don't
up.
want two women
If I
pulling up
call
when
the
you call the police,
police,
and
hold
it's
up,
a big
sir. Hold
issue.
up, sir. Hold up, sir. If I call the police and a woman show up, I'm not gonna tell her to send a man. Like that's dumb.
No, I mean you would take whatever you get at that point. But
Now you
initially,
don't take
when you
no.
just think
Yeah,
about it,
exactly.
just
Exactly.
think
You're
about it
looking
for a
for
second.
authority. It's not a man you're reaching out for as authority.
No, I'm saying if it's a grown man that's outside of your door and two women cops pull up, because we done seen this all over social media for the longest. If two women pull up and then he is like so irate, he will put down both of these women that's out there.
No, they won't.
The
They'll
only
shoot.
like
They could pepper
literally
spray him. They could tase him. They
he can do
know
the
how.
same thing to them. That's what I'm saying. So it's like
They.
if you ain't got the initial nature to prevent a problem from just extending to a full blown
No,
event,
they not gonna use
it
pepper
has
spray.
to
They
be
gonna
a
put a
man to
hot
do
one
it.
in his ass. Ain't
Right.
no. What are you talking about?
Like I.
I'm saying
They're
this
gonna
is
shoot it. They're
ridiculous
gonna
to
pew
me.
pew him in
I
the
ain't talking
face.
about you in particular,
Point blank
but
range.
I
I just
mean,
don't understand.
listen. Like I'm over here like trying to explain it. If you got a man that's irate and you talk about pew pew in a dude, what
Yeah.
if he has a gun too? Like you would still see him as more of a threat. You get what I'm saying? That's
Why?
just the
Hold
whole
up,
Then
hold
he
Is it
up,
point.
gonna
hold
better?
up,
pew pew
hold
the male
up, hold
cops
up,
too.
Wait,
hold
does
up,
he
hold
aim
up,
better
hold
because he
up,
has?
hold up.
It
That's
ain't
the
about
thing.
aim or nothing
Hold up,
like that.
sir. Hold up, sir. Because you try to make it seem about strength thing, like men are stronger than women. And once we say, oh, we put a little
There
pew pew
are
in it.
though.
Hold up, sir. Once the firearm got involved, then oh, he got one too. Like no, it's the
I'm just saying.
firearm, sir.
Usually
He
men
not.
are the ones
Hold
that
up.
run
It's
around.
not him then. It's the firearm at that point. But that's what I
No,
said.
it's not.
Y'all want to talk like the men are big Billy badasses or whatever. But no, that hot metal gonna take you down. You're not invincible. Y'all niggas be weird. But go ahead, Similat, you can respond.
Can I respond after Similac? Because I have something that I want to rebut.
Was that your point he was addressing?
Yeah, it was.
Go ahead, because Similat ain't unmute yet.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with men bringing up the war argument because one, y'all ignore historical context that for a majority of fucking history, men excluded women from being in combat positions. Number one, women recently got into combat positions for in the United States. I want to say when they finally lifted the ban, it was right after 9/11. And two, I don't know why, as somebody who actually does have military experience that served for 9 years, I do not understand why y'all keep acting as if everybody in the military is boots on the fucking ground. As if everybody goes out and was a part of fucking Iraqi freedom and Operation Desert Storm. And y'all seem to think that everybody in the military is having some sort of fucking Hacksaw Ridge, Saving Private Ryan, Black Hawk Down ass experience, and only 10 to 15% in total across all fucking six branches of the U.S. Armed Forces actually see actual fucking combat and danger zones. So even then, when they're sent out there, they have to be trained. They're not saying round up all the fucking strongest men we got just directly to the damn field. No, they go through weeks, months, years of fucking training before they actually hit combat zones because they have to know what to do under pressure and when they're being pew pewed at. And secondly, I don't understand why y'all keep making justifications or trying to lessen the conversation that's happening, because it has been statistically fucking proven that men handle rejection well. There are a multitude of studies. Y'all could take your asses to Google right now, Google the Pew Research Center, go in the search bar of the Pew Research Center and look up any study where it talks about men rejection and emotional fucking regulation, and you will see the results of that. I don't know why y'all keep trying to pretend as if men have issues with emotional regulation and not being able to handle rejection. I can guarantee you, no woman on this panel, every woman on this panel at some point in their life has been rejected by somebody they've liked before, whether it was male or female. And none of the women, I can guarantee you, on this panel, when they were rejected, said, you know what? I think I should pew pew that person in the fucking skull because I'm mad that they didn't want to go on a date with me, or I'm mad that they didn't want to fucking sleep with me. But you know who do that on average? Men. And we can look at all of the fucking news articles, all of the instances from fucking even 10 years ago up till now, and see just how many incidents there were where men and even young boys were rejected, and instead of sitting with that rejection, chose to take the lives of the people that rejected them, whether those women and girls were rude about it or even nice about it.
Thank you, Ray Baby. You be a little long-winded. I appreciate what you said.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna land.
Okay. Coach Bree, you want to say something? All right, go ahead. West 96.
All right. It's crazy though how y'all really saying that if I go talk to a girl and she turned me down, that we're gonna get mad and hurt her. Like who does that? Do y'all live in reality? Like
No, it was an example of what the response was. Nobody was talking about you.
No, I'm just saying in general though, black
It
men,
was an
like the
example
last
that
dude that
was
was talking
given.
5 minutes ago, talking about, oh, that's okay, or no, that's just a dumb out of hundreds of thousands of black men, that was just a
That it
dumb one.
was just an example. Do you know what an example is? It was an example. And then on top of that, you're talking about we would never do that. Do you think I? And then the nigga right after that responded to it said, "Well, yeah, you should get pew pewed if you're rude. You should get assaulted. You should get violently fucking. We do deserve to be violently reacted to you if you're rude. Like, what are you talking
The
about?
fact that men feel like they have to be rejected in a certain kind of way is the first step of entitlement. You are not allowed to determine how someone responds to you. It doesn't matter, especially if you're approaching them as a complete stranger. Men also like to roll down their car window and ride by you slow. All of those things can make someone feel uncomfortable. And once someone feels uncomfortable, they aren't inclined to be pleasant. So
The
I don't
thing
know.
is, the thing is that this is the sad part, is that we don't we're talking about like, oh, what if she's rude? What if she's rude? But 9 out of 10 times she probably wasn't even rude. A man, the fact that she's saying no is the rudeness. That's the thing. That's how they victim blame. That's how they get women on the defense. But at 9 out of 10, she probably just said, no, thank you. He asked again. She said, no, thank you. He asked again, can you have friends? Well, do your husband let you have friends? Well, can I get your Snapchat? Can I get your Instagram? No, thank you. Can you please leave me alone?
Right.
Then that is the perceived disrespect. A lot of women have to understand that a man's feelings is facts. If he feels like you disrespected him, there's nothing that you can say. You disrespected him. And the disrespect is the no. That's the disrespect. The rudeness is the no. The fact that you said no is the disrespect that they're talking about.
Some immature guys.
No, from a lot of men.
But see, the thing
From a
is,
lot of men.
even
Y'all
if
love to
you
do that
saying
too.
that, hold up,
Y'all love to do that too.
hold up,
That pushing it off on
hold
other
up for a
people's shit.
second, hold up. Even if he's saying the immature guys or the guys who saying not all men are violent, like how do women know the difference? That's what I'm saying, and that's the thing about that's when the coddling comes around.
I, I,
But you don't
I
hold
think
up,
that
hold up, hold up.
sorry. Hmm.
The calling comes because you have no idea because y'all look alike. When you say, "Well, I'm not violent," but you know there are violent men, people don't know. You don't know who's violent and who's not. So
Right.
yeah, like that means nothing. Go ahead. Oh, the panel
No, I
open
get you. I get
again.
you. Oh no, I get you. I get you. I believe, like, for instance, if I was rejected, I'd be like, okay, it was nice talking to you, and I keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? And usually, she say the same, or she smile or walk away. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pressing. I'm not pushing on. I'm not pushing forward. You said no is no. You guys, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I took the initiative to approach you. So with that being said, I gotta
Even
be able to take whatever is gonna come. And I've met, it just depends on the person. I mean, for me, I believe it depends on the man's maturity on
so
how he deals with rejection.
when
And
you
usually,
approach
sometimes that comes
women,
from his child.
do you ever
I was
approach
saying
women who
sometimes it
don't?
just depends on. Okay.
Do you ever
Hmm?
approach women who don't know you?
Yeah, I mean, of course, you're in the store. Hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. Are you single? Are you know what I'm saying? What you got going on? You know what I'm saying? And that's
No,
the only
but
way
that's
to
what
actually
I'm asking
communicate.
that for a reason because
Hmm?
that shows y'all don't care. If y'all know that like men could be violent
I
and
mean, we
how
would never
aggressive they
know.
could
We would
be,
never know.
but
But we would
that's
never
the
know. We would
point.
never.
That's the point. You prioritize like you having access to this person more than you care about the fear she could have by you even approaching her.
Like, say we're on the same aisle, and then I see you and I say, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? I'm not gonna just automatically come out and try to make you feel uncomfortable. And
But
then
see, that's the
if
point
we
you're
have a little
missing.
conversation.
You're
Okay.
missing that part. She doesn't know that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all hear men are violent when they approach women, and y'all still want to approach women. Like you don't know that woman. You just somebody random. You like the way they look, and you're like, well, I'm not like that, so it's okay. Not realizing that's a fear that women have, and that like just because you may be nice about it, don't mean she hasn't have a negative experience in the past. That's what I'm saying. Y'all
True.
prioritize your excess over women over women's comfortability. So how does that make you any
I believe.
different?
I believe. I mean, like, you wouldn't. It's as a form of communication. If she tells me that she's not interested, I keep. I'm talking about me now. I can't speak for everybody else. I have to respect me personally, respecting how she feel about it. I will never know what her situation is, or if she does feel uncomfortable, if I don't even take the initiative to try to introduce myself to her and see if it can go further than that. Now, if she stops me at my place and before, hey, I'm taken, show me a ring or whatever else, then I'm like, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, and I
Yeah,
keep
so
it
you don't
moving.
care.
I
You
mean,
prove my point. You prove
You
my point.
still jump
how
past the
else? How
point.
else?
You still
No, I'm trying to
jumped
say, how
into
else do you?
talking because you still jumped into speaking to the woman. You still jumped into approaching her in the first place when the fear that Tara is speaking of is the fear of being approached in the first place because you never know how that interaction is going to go. But men don't have that understanding because y'all don't have to. That's a privilege that y'all don't have to deal with as far as expecting someone to harm you or a woman to harm you when she approaches you. It's so simple as saying hi to a man every day that you see by a store. He can become your stalker. And all you did was give him a simple human decency by speaking to him. Is the fact that women have to be so cold and can't even act like a normal human with men, because when you act like you're human with men, they automatically see that as a gateway or a possibility of getting more from you. Why can't I just be kind? Why can't women be nice? Why can't women walk around in their femininity, be nice, be dainty, be sweet to people without people automatically assuming that that's an invitation to her body?
Well, actually,
That's
Well,
that's
why
so
well,
women
funny
have to
that
be
you
all
say
hard.
right.
that,
So how
Big
do we?
Ty. That's so.
How?
Hold on, Just Vaughn. It's so funny that
Yes,
you say
ma'am.
that because they have this TV show called 911 tapes where basically the whole show is reenacting 911 calls, and it's a one of the episodes is a woman who was hiding in her closet with her son, afraid for her life because some man was breaking in. And the man that was breaking in was a man that she had never met. As a matter of fact, She had went to the grocery store a week before that, was walking through the grocery store, said hi to the man, and then he followed her home, and then he stalked her for like a week, and then he came to he knocked on her door. He was like, "Oh, I just wanted to say hi or whatever." She was freaked out, obviously, closed the door, and then a couple of hours later he came to break down the door. Luckily though, ladies, listen to this. Luckily, she had that motherfucking fire on her and got his ass up out of there. Took his ass to the upper room.
No,
He
but
did
that's
good then.
So you're advising the women approach the men? Is that what you're saying?
no. What I'm advising is there are social settings and certain social places that are for that. Bars and clubs are for that. But running down on somebody in the grocery store while they're just trying to live their life is uncomfortable. It make women feel like, damn, I can't even breathe without somebody trying to stick their penis in my vicinity. Why can't I go to the
Or
gas
the
station?
gym.
Why
I'm
can't I go
about
to
to
the
Don't
gas
nah. I
cross them
feel
station,
at the
the
like the
gym,
gym.
bar and
to
the
the
club
store?
is the wrong places. Like the bar and the club, that's not the place where you finna
No, the
walk
bar and
down
the
on
club
somebody.
are the bar and the club, and this is why
Or
this is
the
how you know
gym, or
men.
the gym. You're not
This
finna
is how
walk
you
up
know
on a
that men
woman. No,
got it
listen.
backward.
You're not finna
No, no,
walk
no.
up
You
on a
listen
woman
for a
half
second.
naked
This
in
is
the
how you
gym
know.
Hold
No, no,
that
no.
while
girl
you trying to
Let
up.
him
work
Hold
out,
hold
like she
on,
on.
trying to
Ty.
work out.
Let
Let her
him
talk, bro.
respond. Let him
You ain't going in.
respond.
Yeah, you're not finna walk. You in the gym is a terrible place. Also, that's a half naked woman. Why would you want any man approaching you in the gym? I feel like the grocery store, like what my man said. I feel like that's playing it safe. I honestly feel like you women
No,
are
it's making a woman
projecting.
uncomfortable.
Listen, no,
Let
listen
him
to what I'm saying.
finish.
I understand what y'all was saying, but I feel like y'all are projecting fear that's not on 100% of the women. I feel like a lot of women based experiences dealing with the next man
Thank you,
off
Nova.
experiences they had with the past. And so if she was dealing with an abusive man, us as regular men not gonna know that if we approach her in the grocery store, but we might be able to figure that out based off her reaction. And that's what will let us know, like, you feel me, back off
Thank
or
you,
just do you.
Red.
But approaching a woman, I've never had a problem where a woman
Can
felt
I
like she
say
was fearful
something?
around me.
Let me say something real
Hold
quick.
Wait, can
I
I just
gotta
respond
respond.
right
Hold
quick?
on.
y'all both just want to respond. Share
Because
the
he was
mic.
responding to my point, and I just wanna say one thing. Whatchamacallit, you with the bars and clubs are social settings for people to meet and greet. That is the point of having clubs and bars. Those are social places. As a like that's what it's for. Okay, somebody going to shop
Is
groceries,
it
like
me? I
women
think you
feel like.
breaking up.
Am I breaking up?
Now I can hear you.
I could hear her.
What women
Oh,
are
it
trying
must
to
have been.
lead regular normal lives, mind a business, without the fear of having to worry about having to reject 100 or having to reject 10 to 15 men before she even steps back to her front door. Bars and clubs are social settings for people to meet and greet. So to say that is more convenient to put somebody in an uncomfortable position where they're not looking to be approached versus a place where that is what you should be expecting because that is what that environment is called for is oxymoronic for me.
If you see a woman, if
Hold
you
on,
see a
hold
Wait,
on,
woman,
hold
Nova.
no,
on.
Hold on.
listen,
Let
Hold
listen.
Nova
If
on.
you see a
respond.
man
Hold
in
on,
the
no,
grocery
we're not
store,
listening. East going. Go ahead, East.
I was just gonna say real quick before you go, Lynn. The reason why he doesn't want to approach a woman at a bar or a club because he don't want to buy the girl a drink.
What?
That's it. That's why they want to approach you at the grocery store. They want to approach you at places where they don't have to buy you something. That's
That's
it.
crazy.
No, it is what it is.
Why?
Go ahead, Lynn.
No, they think that. I think that they think like a woman at the club is a bad woman because she at the club. So if you major at the club, blah 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 blah. Here's the thing: the girl buying the bananas is the girl at the club. It's the same thing. But um, at the end of the day, that's untrue, Mister Misogyniga. Um, I am afraid every time a man come up to me and approach me when I'm just running every day because I don't know how he's going to react to my rejection because 9 times out of 10 I'm not attracted to said man because I don't know what's wrong. It's something in the water. The men now are very unattractive. But anyway, um, I'm not attractive. I don't attract it. I don't want to be approached. I don't want to be bothered. Y'all too aggressive. Y'all too like forward and it's scary. You guys are scary and I've never been in an abusive relationship ever in my life. You all are just scary. So, yeah, deal with that.
Nah, that's
Yeah, but I
crazy.
also wanted, hold up real
I,
quick.
All
I
right, can I
wanted to
get in here a little
say,
bit?
Like
hold
that's
up, real,
crazy. Like,
well, hold
yeah,
up, hold
stereotype.
up.
nah, let
Hold
one of the
up.
men speak. I'm not even
Man,
Let the
I'm
gonna
not
do
men.
that.
just, I'm not just mutual. Cause here's the thing, yeah, the fuck a nigga in the market. Don't nobody know shit about you, and you can't just claim oh they never been uncomfortable. You wasn't uncomfortable. That doesn't mean they wasn't uncomfortable. And this is what I'm saying. Y'all don't have no hobbies. Y'all don't have nowhere where y'all socialize with men and women. It'll be appropriate for you to build some rapport with somebody and be like, oh, I like this person. Because let's be honest, the person that you're approaching in the market is not that personality that you are speaking for. It's not something they into and you respect and admire. It's just, oh, you look good. I'm trying it's just a sexual attraction. That's it. It's somebody at a fucking market. You don't know nothing about that person. And for y'all to be like, oh, the market should be cool. People trying to get their motherfucking groceries and go home. That's not the place for it. Y'all motherfuckers are desperate. That's fucking weird. You know how many men be in the fucking market stalking women? You just saw him in
Yeah,
aisle three.
that's
He ain't got shit in his car. Now he in another car. You like, well, this how I'm gonna meet somebody. Get the fuck out and get some hobbies.
I think
Stalked
that's
her for
job
6 hours just
stereotypical.
waiting
I
for her
think
to
that's
reach for
job
something.
I think it's stereotypical. Because not every man act like that. I personally would prefer to have met a woman, and if we chose to go to a bar or something like that, because who's to say the women in the bars or the clubs want to be approached too? Sometimes they just want to go dance, drink. They may not want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like no, me personally, no matter the setting, if she doesn't want to be approached, she's going to act a certain way regardless. And the only
Exactly.
way to understand who she is or how she's going to respond is to present yourself as a gentleman and approach this woman with respect. And whatever you get is what you get. Walk away with it. I mean, you could be at a park or anywhere else. A woman's going to give you attitude she's going to give you. And I personally, a woman's drinking at a bar. I mean, if we came in together and sober, that's one thing. I don't, you're approaching someone who's been drinking and stuff like that. I think that would be more fearful to be approached for if you and your girls were just drinking and then some man come up to, what I'm saying? I just prefer sober. And like I said, if I was out and about in a grocery store, I feel more productive. I work a lot. So
There's a
sometimes
lot
I
of
go
I
to the grocery
statements in
store.
it. Again, a lot of I statements. I. That's what I'm saying.
Can
Y'all
I
don't
say
care
something
I
real
can only
if
quick?
speak for myself. That's
y'all
why
don't
I can't
care
speak for
if
every man.
women are
I can't.
uncomfortable. That's the thing. You don't
Wait,
What
can I
care.
say
happened?
something real
What
quick?
happened to the
But
days where y'all used to write your phone number on a napkin, slide it over, and just walk the hell away and give us the choice?
But that
Yeah,
was
Why y'all
we
elementary
gotta?
used to
Why
have
y'all
school.
gotta? Why we gotta smell y'all breath?
That's
But
Yeah,
I,
that's
y'all
not
I
true.
use
think
But
the
that
I think the
shit.
it's
men
only
up
two
here are
seconds. It's
being
two.
obtuse
Did
on
she
It's
say
I
why we
mean, it's
gotta
two
purpose.
smell
say
y'all
seconds.
breath?
something.
It's only
Oh my
it's only
god.
2 seconds. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Are you single? Are you dating? If not, would you? I mean, are we
I
able
think
to share?
the men up here
Share.
are being obtuse on
That's
purpose
how it happened
and
with me
trying
and
to
my
make
wife, bro.
justifications for creepy ass behaviors. Because if the roles are reversed and y'all aren't in a setting that's supposed to be a social setting, that's supposed to be a meetup setting, if we keep going with the example of the grocery
It's
store,
just
if a woman that y'all deemed as unattractive came up to you and started creepily and aggressively hitting on y'all, then y'all would understand what the fuck boundaries, consent, and
And that's
personal
what I'm
space are.
saying.
Or a
If
I'm
it
rainbow
was
saying
a
man.
that
I would
if
the
it
call
was
the
a
police.
rainbow
projections,
man or
If it
somebody
was a
from the
rainbow
rainbow
man,
community that did it, now all of a sudden y'all understand what boundaries, consent, and
and
personal
exactly.
see, and
space
that's
are.
what I was saying.
But
I'm saying
when
that
the
people are
when the
attracted to
question
boundaries.
is when the
Y'all don't know
question
how
is
to stop
flipped to women, and we're
interrupting.
trying to get y'all to see that these men, when they're being rejected rudely, it's not for no reason, that they're being fucking creepy and aggressive with their approach. Now all of a sudden everybody is fucking Helen Keller. We can't hear shit, we can't see shit, we can't speak on shit.
My whole thing about it is you do got weird ass dudes that's out here,
That's
right?
Big
right. That's true.
big hold
But at
up.
the
Big
same time,
MF, your background is loud. I'm gonna mute you. Go ahead.
My fault, I'm
but like
cooking.
what I was saying was you do got some weird ass dudes that's out here. But for the most part, like grown ass men will get out here. And I'm gonna give this scenario. And when y'all was talking about with the grocery store, that's how I met my wife. I was out there shopping, seeing my wife, and I talked to her. I done did it plenty of times. Like the rejection part is something that I never cared about. Like I talk to 100 women out of a day and probably get one number. If
100 is
so,
crazy.
I'm dead serious. This
But
usually for
that's the
people that shoot
crazy
they shot.
part.
but for
That's
people that shoot,
insane. You just
it,
approach
that
you
is the whole
approaching
point.
100 people is
It
crazy.
is.
He talking
Man,
that
It's
he
demon
just
woke.
he
listen, it's
just
crazy as
exaggerating. He
shit,
trying
right?
to prove his
But
point. He
listen,
just
hold on, bro.
exaggerated the
Hold
No,
on,
number.
that's
bro. I need to get this
insane.
out real quick.
He just
But
exaggerated
for
the
the
number because I ain't gonna cap.
no,
No, don't
I ain't
try to.
gonna
No,
exaggerate
you don't
nothing.
have
A
to.
hundred
But
ball
No,
is a
that
listen,
hundred
that
ball
is
is
fucking
No,
crazy.
don't
A
crazy.
yeah,
hundred ball is
I'm dead
crazy.
serious.
let him
I'm dead
speak.
serious, bro.
Y'all let him let him get his own shit out. He don't need
Right.
y'all.
But listen, like for the average dude that's out there trying to get women, just think about the women that's on this panel. Is I can't even tell how many in the comments. But let's say it's 100 women that's in here and you shoot your shot at somebody that's in this live right now. For a dude, how many women will you bag? It's gonna
All
be
of them.
slim. That like let's just equate it. It's 118 people in here. Let's say 100 of them is women. If you shoot your shot in a DM or something like that, you probably don't bag absolutely nothing. But the thing that I'm getting to is like for a dude that's single, he looking for action. If most women reject him, either he gonna be like get on some stuff like which I was talking about earlier, like with the prompt and all of that stuff. He either gonna get on some stuff like that if he got some like mental instabilities. But other than that, most dudes will be out here like even if it was a group of dudes that's over there and they see a girl walk past and one of the dudes be over there like who is that right there? And then she know dudes looking, she can hear it too. And one of the dudes try to go over there and talk to her, she shut him down. That's one for the day. They sit over there and they laugh about that. Like, bro, like you ain't get that little shit. Like that's literally how it be. But in my situation, to where if you want to date somebody, like I'm not with this social media dating. I ain't with this little POF or whatever the hell it is with this online dating stuff. I get out here, I mix and mingle all day because I'm running a business
Yeah,
that
but at the market
actually
is not mixing and mingling. That's the thing. Like y'all, it's
no,
like hold on, I explained it and y'all not even listening. Mixing and
what I'm
mingle, like
saying
hold
for a
up,
man's
pause, hold
perspective,
up,
that's what I'm
sir,
giving you.
sir. The reason why you talking to somebody at the market, because all you do is go to work and go home. And you like, damn, I want somebody to be here. That's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas don't
No,
be having
this is what I'm
capacity.
saying. For the
Hold up, sir.
initial
'Cause
thing that I
you didn't
was
hold up,
saying
sir. You
was
didn't
for
get
the
Nah,
the
bro,
women
let
full
that
this
have
background.
let
Hold
her
up.
that's
talk,
all.
bro. You ain't
Hold up,
say shit, bro.
hold on, sir. Because he already said it took him 100 people in a day. That's what I'm saying. You just approaching anybody, and that
That's
shit
what
do
I told her.
happen. I talked to another guy on here was mad because he said I got rejected 6 times in a night. Like what the fuck? That's what I'm saying. You don't know nothing about that person. You don't know anything about them. Y'all not seeking out women for compatibility. That's the thing. Like be
That's not what
honest.
I was
Hold
saying,
up, sir,
right?
sir. It's not all about you. That's the thing though. Like y'all don't understand that women want to be able to go place and not being fucking harassed. You think you the only nigga to fucking approach her? Like that's the thing. But I like the way she look, and I don't have nowhere else to meet women. Well, get the fuck outside. Have some substance to you. Don't nobody want to be sitting in the house with you while you just go to work and go home anyway. Like that sound like trash ass life. Y'all need to
That,
understand leisure.
that's initially what I was saying. I told you I met
Let
my
somebody
wife
else
at a
go. It don't have
grocery
to, sir.
store.
Sir. You say you approached 100 women for you found it. That shit was
I'm
insane.
married. That's how I met my wife. I approached
We
her.
all, I know, sir. Y'all always want to tell us when y'all married. Now she's stuck in the house with you. Go ahead, Joe Free.
No, she actually at work and I'm doing my little
Nigga,
stuff.
shut up. Let somebody else go. She at work. She hiding from you. You yapping ass nigga. Been talking the whole time. Shut the fuck up.
Joe Free, you can go.
I got money and my wife good. So
Sir,
whatever.
don't nobody care. What the fuck?
Not
Y'all
enough.
do
She at
because
work
that's
right
why you got
now,
the
but I
prompt on here.
digress.
You just
She
want
ain't
a
got
man,
enough
you
money.
want a
She at
man
work
bait
right
some
now.
shit. That's it.
Bro, just quit
This
while you
nigga
ahead,
upstairs
bro.
talking about no.
No,
Hold on.
I'm
Wait a
just
minute.
saying this
You got a wife and you up here on a panel
I
with
am.
mostly single people, right? Mostly single people talking about how to approach a woman and how you would do it,
What's
but you got the wife.
the problem with me
Okay.
speaking about single stuff? And I'm married. I was
Because
single at a
you're
point.
married, you should be
Bro,
on a
Most
like,
married
people in
panel
here
talking
probably ain't
about
been
how people
married.
are bettering their marriages instead of worrying about what single women and men are doing. That be your problem. Y'all don't be happily married. Y'all just be happy to sit somebody down and feel like y'all put chains on somebody, but y'all don't be happily married. Go make dinner for your wife so she could come home to a nice cooked meal. How about that?
I do that. So it ain't no issue with that.
Todd, let
But
me
my
tell you
whole thing
something. One
is
thing that we have learned on these panels. is that ain't nobody more single than a married man. But go ahead,
Listen,
let
you ain't never lied.
Oh, did my wife would disagree with y'all
Who
right
said
now.
no?
well
Well,
she
we
can't
wouldn't
because she
know
at
because
Actually,
work.
I'm about
she's
to
at
share.
Hold
work.
up,
She
But
at
y'all.
you're
work
out
and
Hold,
you
here
and
being a
you and a
y'all.
sassy
bunch of
ass
bitches
man.
faces on
Hold up,
TikTok.
y'all. Cause
I'm
he
about to
so hold
share it to.
up,
All
hold
right,
up.
shut the
Calm
fuck
down.
up,
He excited.
please.
He excited.
I'm
Maybe that person exists. We don't know. Go ahead, Jazz.
share it to my.
I just want to say, men wouldn't have to be so
I'll just
thirsty
keep
about
blocking me for
approaching
anything. Just keep me
women
off the panel.
if y'all
God
just got
damn!
y'all
Like what
skill
the
set
fuck?
up.
Somebody
Women
talking.
approach men who are experts, who are good at something, who know. So you wouldn't
I
have to
just
be
shared it
so
to her, so
desperate
she'll be here.
if you would just get your skill set up. Also, if you can't afford a SMEX worker, you cannot afford to date. And that's all I want to say.
It's y'all be quiet when it's time to talk, but y'all like talking over people. That should be weird.
I was about to come off mute. I was washing the dish. I was coming off mute to say to Mr. Whatever his name is, do not send that live. Don't send this live to that woman and have her coming in here fighting for her motherfucking life. Because
No,
now I got 50.
no. Don't respond to that. It's like he just want to talk about his personal stuff. We gonna ignore that and move on.
Because don't nobody care. Y'all love to say, oh, I'm married. I'm married. I'm married. So why do y'all be in these spaces? You saying that you married is not going to make us respect nothing more that you got to say. Especially when your wife is at work right now. And you talking about how much money you got. Like those two sentences just don't go together.
Rebel, why are you in the comments? You could have just requested up. Right, hold up. What's up, Domino?
What's up? Um, so I think a lot of times on these lives, man, the women be like
Why
kind of
everybody smoking
disrespectful,
such a
bro.
need batteries?
The women be kind of disrespectful. Calling men sassy, that's not it, man. That's not how you fight the patriarchy, bro.
So you don't have nothing to say
That's
about the actual
that's not how you
topic?
fight the patriarchy at all.
You don't have nothing to say about the actual topic?
Yeah, the topic, women aren't enabling men, they're calling them out of fear. No, they do not be women do not be scared of men like that. I think that's a tactic that they use. Act like they so scared of you, but they be disrespectful to your face. Like if I'm scared of a dude, I would not say half the stuff that women be saying to men. So I don't get the fear aspect. It don't seem very realistic to me.
Yeah,
What do
So
you
because
mean? What,
we
that's
what do
not
can't.
how
you
people who are
He
scared of
be
mean?
somebody
bitches.
act.
Hold up,
You
y'all. I'm
don't
trying
live
to get
with
clear.
them.
What,
You
hold up.
don't you
What do you
don't talk you
mean?
don't talk crazy to them. You'll
Hold
be like,
up.
oh, I'm gonna be
Domino.
quiet because I'm
What
scared.
do you mean? What women be saying to men? What context? What are you talking about?
Oh, like talking in their face, like snapping their fingers at them, calling them names, B word, sassy, emasculating them. That's a good way to get
Would that be happening at?
assaulted. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Where does that happen
god.
at?
So that's not something I would do if I was
Hold up.
scared of
Where does
somebody.
that
I would not do that.
happen? Where does that happen?
In relationships, like in the home, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
Y'all
Y'all
up here
always come
Like
proving
up.
up.
verbal abuse in the
Y'all
home.
up here
Y'all
proving a
come up
prompt.
and y'all
Bruh,
come up and
y'all
say this
keep
stupid ass
muting me,
shit all
bruh,
the
and
time.
letting these men speak
What's
for us,
stupid?
bruh, that's not
What part did I
speaking
say that
valid
was
Because
stupid?
y'all
shit.
Like explain to me,
because
please.
y'all
Hey,
say this
buddy.
stupid ass shit all the
Hey,
time. Where you
stop,
try
buddy.
to
You
make it
gotta get
seem
off.
Hold up,
You
right?
might, you
y'all
Y'all
try
might
to
not
have to
gonna
make
do
get
it
all
off,
that.
Dominoes.
Last,
Why?
Bro, your point, bro, is not valid, bro. Like, cause like you gotta understand what they saying. Like, I do understand that women be out here feeling uncomfortable naturally. You feel what I'm saying? And what you saying almost implying like, you feel me, what women do can get them beat or get some type of consequences. And it's no consequences to being a woman. You feel what I'm saying? That's literally how women operate, bro.
But women
I
operate
just
with
ain't,
disrespect inside of
I
their
ain't feel what you
relationship.
were saying.
They operate with disrespect inside of their relationships.
See, some women do, and that's a trauma thing.
Right.
That's from bad experiences that they done had in the past. All women don't do that. You feel what I'm saying?
But
And
what's
as a
the
man,
what's
when
the
you
trauma
do
that would
encounter a
cause that?
woman,
Like
listen,
we
May I
people
as a
say
man,
like
when
they
you
got
do
trauma and
encounter a
all that,
woman
right?
like that,
What's the
You
trauma that
don't you
causes
got to
that?
get
Like,
away
name
from
that.
them. Ain't no consequences to dealing with no woman like that. That's when, as men, we have standards and boundaries, and we leave those women alone.
But I'm not talking about women I'm dating. I'm talking about women that are supposedly afraid of these men that they're around. But they they still talk to them crazy. Like, I see it all the time. Like, they
See,
talk to men
you
crazy.
talking about
Like, I
toxic
would not talk to a
relationships.
man crazy if I'm scared of him.
You talking
But
about
I'm
a
not gonna
toxic
talk to my father
relationship.
crazy
No, he
if I'm
just
scared of him.
upset. Listen, y'all. He just his feelings is hurt because he saw a man be up on these panels being told to shut the fuck up, and he can't get his hands on me. He want to assault me. That's why he came up here upset. He want to
Girl, what
beat
are you
me up.
talking
See,
about?
that's
And
You
why I
now
can't
was
just
trying.
make up
you
stuff
That's
and
why
upset
I was
then
because
make it
trying
the
to
all
tell
truth.
you
you,
y'all
chill.
over
It
here
doesn't
being
make it true, bro.
disrespectful. You up here being disrespectful. That's not how you take down the patriarchy. First of all, spell it. Spell motherfucking patriarchy.
It's
Then I listen to a bitch ass nigga talking about how to
woo.
dismantle the
See?
patriarchy. You mad because I told that married ass nigga that he need to shut the fuck up because we don't give a fuck about his married ass stories. And you came up here to beat me up and cry. That's all it is.
The
That's not
whole
what I was even
argument,
talking about when I
I think
came
the
up
Shut
whole
the
here.
fuck
I was
up.
asked
argument,
to
wait, because
Hello,
I
can
think
I
the whole
speak?
argument
You
is
don't
I
not
was
mind me
even
asked to
speaking,
address
stupid.
the
gentlemen?
prompt. I addressed the prompt.
Wait, because I think the whole argument that men give is
Man, I
dumb as
tried to
fuck.
tell
Because
you,
y'all
bro.
will get up here and say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't be disrespecting these men," because then they'll flip out. So y'all are one agreeing with the prompt that men are fragile emotionally,
Hey,
but
bro,
fucking
y'all need to
two.
send my lights. I
But
tried to tell this
for
man.
two, y'all will make contradicting ass fucking claims and say, "Oh, well, you should be nice to avoid those situations." And when women are nice and are still assaulted, even when they were nice, then the narrative changed. Well, that wouldn't have happened if you would have just been mean to them. So what the fuck? What the fuck are y'all talking about? Oh, that's not how you fight the patriarchy, because y'all give contradicting advice to women and put the responsibility on women to keep themselves out of dangerous situations, but won't call out these deranged ass Negroes, these deranged ass fucking men out here that are actually causing the harm.
Okay, can I say something real quick? Because the only statements that contradict each other are statements that I did not actually say. You notice those second part? I didn't actually say that because I'm not contradicting myself. You're
What the hell are you
contradicting. You're
doing?
making conflicting statements and acting like I said both of them. I said one statement, not two. So that
That's not
second
what
May I
statement where you
speak?
talk
contradiction
about,
means.
So,
Take your
oh, the
ass
men
back to
blame.
school.
No, I never said that. I wouldn't say that because it doesn't make sense to hold both of those positions at the same time. Why would I hold two conflicting positions at the same time? I don't. So you're just making up that I said something that I didn't say. I didn't actually say that.
Did I say it was you that said that?
Right.
See,
So
this is
when you're
why y'all
talking
need
about
to go
men and
back
you're
to
responding to
school.
me and you're bringing
No,
up
this
things
is why
I
y'all
said,
need to go back to school,
you're
because y'all
bringing up things
lack
I
fucking
said
comprehension
as
and
if I'm
critical thinking
contradicting.
skills.
I'm not being
Because while
contradictory. You're
while
you're just
you're
saying
up
things
here
I didn't
giving
say.
that, the other men are like, "Oh, well, just be nice." So yes, as a collective, the men up here are giving contradicting advice, trying to tell women how to keep themselves out of harm's way, while not putting any of the onus or responsibility on these deranged ass men that are the ones out here causing the harm in the fucking first place.
excuse me, may I
Okay,
say
I
something if you
cannot
don't
be
mind me speaking?
contradictory if I didn't make the statement, bro. That's the whole point about
Did
contradiction.
I
It's
say that it was
holding two
you
positions.
directly that made the
So
statement?
why are you bringing up my
Hold
statement at
on, hold
all?
on, hold
What
on,
does
hold
my
on, hold
statement have to
on,
do with
hold
another
up,
man's? Nothing.
hold up. No, we off topic now. Go ahead, Lena.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to say something. As of humans, we all have to give respect. Respect is earned, not given. Now, I'm sitting here listening to everybody talk to each other as we're dogs or animals, we're human beings. Women, yes, we have the right to be respected. Okay, we the nourishers. You gentlemen, you are the kings. You're supposed to present yourself in the matter that you call yourself. Now, if you, forgive me for what I'm about to say, if you walk like a fool, you're a fool. If you walk like a queen, you're a queen. If you walk like a dog, you're a dog. So the way you present yourself is what you're gonna get. No one's gonna respect you if you don't have respect for yourself. So what you choose to speak, you have the right to
Thank you, Lady
conserve
Q.
and challenge anybody to the fact to say, I want to see how they conduct themselves, male or female. And if you choose to pick somebody after you know they got a bad background on treating women or a bad background on treating men, why would you put yourself in that position to choose him or her? That's your decision. So anything that happens beyond that will be your fault.
Real quick, these niggas
Hey,
ain't even
Lena, you got a
finished.
son.
I have
Oh God, I
17
hate that kind of
nephews.
shit.
Yeah, you could
Like,
tell. Yeah, these niggas ain't
Yeah.
no kings, though. That was wild.
yeah, Kings is the
Um,
We
stretch,
gotta cut this
baby.
You
respectability
got to earn that
politics
title. I
bullshit
did say
out.
earn that title.
no,
If
they
you
No,
ain't got no title.
we
No,
gotta
it's a
cut this
no.
respectability politics bullshit
What's
out
up,
because you could
Sharon?
present yourself
Hey Sarah,
as one of the
what's
most
up, y'all?
pious people on the planet. That's not going to guarantee that these men out here aren't going to treat you dirty or try to do you dirty or try to take advantage of
oh,
you. So I hate when y'all get up here and
100%
be like,
correct.
"Oh,
Again, it goes
just
back
present yourself
to
a certain way."
Never. Women aren't enabling men; they're coddling them out of fear.
It don't even keep children safe. Goddamn.
Facts.
I tell young girls the same shit. It don't even keep them safe. So y'all be focusing on the person, the
Was,
people who are
was you
affected by
done,
it instead of the people who
Sharon?
started it.
No, I wasn't.
Can I say something? And I just want to be short and brief.
Y'all gotta let people
My
finish.
Yeah.
mother was an amazing
Yeah,
woman.
hold on. No, it's Sharon's
I just
turn.
wanted to say my mother was an amazing woman.
Can
And
she
you don't
not
believe
hear?
she's right. She don't have to you don't have to be
Lena, she
That's
yes.
said,
actually
hold
crazy.
on and
Can you
let
hear?
Oh,
shit
I'm
go.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Women
we
are
can
the
hear
enable.
you.
No, they don't.
Women are
You said,
enabling men. They're. Can y'all hear me?
yeah.
Okay, my
Yeah, she
fault.
was just thanking her gifter. Go ahead.
Women are the enabling men. They're coddling them out of fear. At this point, yeah, I think. Honestly, I kind of feel like it's a little bit of both. Honestly, I think some of like very few women actually do enable our bullshit, but I also do think a lot of it is like programmed coddling, right? Like the whole notion of wanting to have like the use of kitty gloves with grown ass men because the system has been so hard against us. Um, and you don't ever want to lose. I think part of the fear is because of how we retaliate or how we act whenever we don't get coddled right, whenever we don't get that entitlement actually like placated. And I also think the fear of it is like kind of rooted in like you don't want to leave a black man, to be like strung out by the system or be held accountable by the system. And I think we've seen that even with like the Megan Stallion case. I think we've seen it in other situations, and there's even a few other situations that I'm sure that if we were to further investigate, that probably played a role into why a lot of black men haven't been properly held accountable in terms of being turned over to the system for doing things like to the family, to the community that rightfully deserves to be punished, right? Such as preying on members of our family, preying on members of the community, being in positions of authority in our community, like maybe a church leader or maybe even like a community leader or a coach, and preying
Oh,
on
that
the
was
people that
my
we're supposed to
fault. I
be in
didn't
charge of.
see.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Um, Yeah, so I really think it's both. I think there's a few women that do enable us, but I think it's more so more women that do coddle us out of fear, either of losing us to the system or of how we retaliate whenever we don't get that entitlement like satisfied. I land.
I don't think Tori was a good example and for the Tori and Meg situation because I believe that the defense that he used was truthful, but it didn't play out in the courts of public opinion. And being that young lady got immunity, all to get on the stand and say a whole bunch of
Nah, hold on,
nothing.
whoa, hold on. I'm talking about what Meg said when everything first came out. She said she didn't want to turn him over to the system. That's what I'm talking about. And as far as I'm concerned, he did that shit. If he can't get his little ass on that stand and defend himself when it was most important, he could go and suffer until he unalive for all I care.
How that eat you there? Mama gifting the hell out of you right now. But y'all go
Oh,
ahead. Thank you,
thank
Mama.
you, Mama. I'm sorry, I'm cooking chicken. No black one. We gotta do it at least once a week.
What kind of
Thank you,
chicken?
Mama.
Shout out to niggas that support black women.
Oh, thank you, baby. That's my baby. Little Marmar. Or Big Marmar.
I'm expecting a chopped cheese the Aki way, Marmar, please and thank you. But I did wanna
With oxtail. A chopped cheese with oxtail.
That's exactly why oxtails through the blood clot roof now, because everybody want to put the oxtail upon every blood clot thing. You eat
and
oxtail with
do.
rice and pea. You know, put
And
oxtail
do.
upon this and that. Or a
I
blood
want an
clot thing now.
oxtail omelet. I want an oxtail taco.
I'll put oxtail in my noodles if I could. But
That's ghetto.
it
Aye,
is.
and that why you can't find oxtail nowhere.
We could find
Nowhere.
it. It just be $46 a pound now.
Yeah, because y'all want to put oxtail in everything. Pizza, this, that, putting on people's forehead, skin treatment, this, that. I'm tired of y'all. I'm sick of y'all.
They need an
Left the
iPhone,
oxtail
man.
alone.
She
Nah,
said, "My
prosecute
culture is
anybody
not
who
your
put an
culture."
oxtail
No, no, for
on
real.
somebody's forehead. Prosecute them. What you
Go
talking
ahead.
about? Black?
Hold on. Go ahead, Sir Boone.
Hey, first off, giving all honors to the host and all the players that
Shout
like to
out to
get
me.
chose. I hope everybody having a great week.
Hold on,
All
Lena. You
right.
be on mute and you got noise in your background. Go ahead,
All
Sir
right.
Boone.
So I jumped
Boone, don't
in
come
on
up here
okay.
with that positive shit. Be
Hey, it ain't
toxic,
no
like yo.
okay.
Be
Let him, let him
This
come
is
up here.
very encouraging. This is very encouraging words I'm gonna say to the brothers in the back, the brothers in the chat, and who can hear me wherever you at. So listen, what we supposed to do, ladies? We can't approach. I don't know how far y'all been going down this rabbit hole, but far about like approaching women. I picked up on approaching women in the grocery store, at the auto parts store, at the club, on the way to the movies, wherever, in the club, wherever. We supposed to mingle and jingle, but we also have to read the body language. There is a fine line between being over aggressive. I never been the guy that snatch a lady by a hand and pull her here because now I'm harassing her. But if she smile, I'm gonna chat with her for a while. Um, you always want to make sure that your hygiene is taken care of. You don't want to be the bad breath because that's normally not going to get you the numbers, right? So you don't want to be that person. So always protect your hygiene. You look good, you feel good. She'll holler at you. Of course, we don't want to get chased around by a woman that's not attractive. Again, we can be nice. We don't have to give her the right number. We only have to give her the number. But, we can be nice. The same thing women do. You don't have to be a jerk, but if you want to be a jerk, that's cool. As a man, you don't force to respond to the jerk's behavior because, like somebody said they shot at 100 women. I get it. But, you want to walk away with more than just one, my brother. But at the end of the day, all I'm trying to say is we got to mingle somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Otherwise, like
Hold on,
somebody said,
real
you go.
quick, real quick.
Hold on,
A
wait.
nigga,
Otherwise, you're gonna be in the
hold up,
back
Sir
room
Boone, real
chat. Go
quick,
ahead.
and you can finish. A nigga who holler at 100 women in a day is trash. Just so y'all know. Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
I mean, that is a big ratio. Let's see, like at like the Kappa Beast party or something like that, or Atlanta Freak Nick in the '90s. That's common then.
But that
But
nigga
for
was
the
at the
most,
market doing that shit.
not at the market.
You old as shit. I just want, I just want to say, if I may, because Sir Boom made some disturbing remarks, and I would like to correct him. Um, I think the men should get the fuck out of our face. As a matter of fact, get off of this panel right now. All the men leave and start alive. And y'all need to talk about what the fuck happened between now the 90s, right? The men born in the fucking 70s and 80s versus y'all, because y'all fucking ugly. Like all of y'all, like y'all are extremely ugly. And I don't know what the fuck happened. Like the niggas who was adults in the 90s, they was fine in the 90s. But something happened. They must have put something in y'all food. Maybe y'all not eating healthy, drinking enough water, but y'all are fucking ugly. Y'all are unattractive. Y'all dental work is terrible. Like, y'all got shit in y'all teeth, and like, I can tell y'all ain't go to the dentist. Y'all walk around any kind of way, look at any kind of way with fucking Nike slippers on everywhere you go. Y'all be big and sloppy looking all the time. Like, y'all are an unattractive group of men. So no, don't fucking approach nobody.
So
You
so
think
let
you
me
Don't do
look better?
hold
it.
on. Wait, no,
Y'all
let's get a.
got fucking neck
You think you
rolls
look
and
better?
shit. Like,
look a
yeah,
trucker.
So
what you about to
Trucker.
what you about to
Hold
so
on,
go
hold on,
face to
trucker.
face
Before
with
you
me
go, trucker. Before
with
you
a
go,
woman?
I wanted to say he about to say that he a better bitch than you. You know how trucker
Yeah, he
is.
is.
But
But
hold
hold on,
on. I want to finish
hold on.
respond.
I haven't landed.
let her
I have
land, let
not
her land, let her
landed.
Shit, you
land.
Hold
hijacked the
on.
plane. She
Hold
hijacked the plane.
on.
Okay.
No, cause I'm about to get on you next. Cause I can tell your ass need a motherfucking CPAP. If you need a motherfucking CPAP, get your big ass in the fucking gym. Figure that shit the fuck out. Cause don't nobody want to be sleeping next to the motherfucking Snorlax. Okay? y'all are a very unattractive group of men. So stop approaching women.
I
I
want to
wanted
say
to
something
say,
because,
hold on, real quick, real
all
quick.
right,
I'm gonna just say this. The reason why, because I noticed that there is a difference of approach. Because when the old men and y'all nasty old men be trying to approach, the nasty old men, they be having a pretty decent approach. But niggas my age, they be like, "What's up? Hey, Red." Like,
I'm an
very
excuse
scary,
me.
very, very aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But you know what it is, Lynn? Niggas used to beg. Niggas used to beg. Niggas used to be dressed in all white in the desert, begging for you. Niggas don't beg no more. Now they want to be city boys up. They want to be at the brunch. They want to be on the stage. They the bad bitches. And that's why y'all going through a male loneliness epidemic.
No, these niggas need to take some vitamins and
Well,
drink some green juice and some
I'm
water.
telling you, niggas used to beg. They used to be standing in the rain, spinning around, doing the motherfucking 360. Y'all don't beg anymore. Y'all you and now y'all on the internet screaming at women because you have you gotta fuck a pocket pussy. That's
I
it.
love
That's all I
man.
want to say.
I love Lynn. Hey, look, man, I love you. I appreciate
so what I wanted to say to that is, I think men should not approach, because if a woman likes you, she gonna make that known. She gonna approach you. And most women think most men are ugly. Like, that's just the facts of the
Thank
matter.
you.
So don't
So why
bother
they keep
approaching
getting pregnant
stranger
by it?
women.
Y'all do
You know,
be
you trying
y'all
to
do be
beg
ugly.
and perform for her. If she like you, she gonna make it known, bro. So just live your life. Ignore them. Stop
Y'all
thinking
be
that you
ugly
need to
because y'all
go
don't be
approach these women
peacocking.
so they can get their rocks off on putting you down, bro. Like,
You
a
gotta
lot
be
of women,
you gotta peacock. You gotta
yeah,
peacock.
there's no
Niggas
reason
don't
to peacock.
peacock.
There's no reason to peacock when
Dress
most
it up.
women
That's
think
why
most men
Lynn
are
said that
ugly.
y'all
So
ugly because y'all be walking
Nine
around.
times out of 10, she think you ugly, bro. You sitting there
Yeah,
being
cause it's
ugly and you
something
trying to
like
peacock while you ugly.
I'm
You're ugly, bro. If you're
I'm
sitting there
being
being
dead ass
ugly to
Domino.
her and then you trying to perform, what the hell? She not gonna clap for that. She gonna boo
You hurt
you.
his feelings, Lynn.
Domino,
Like, I don't get it.
I'm being dead as Domino.
Uh
The
huh.
men who was born from 90s and beyond, y'all peacocking high, like y'all peaking like right in y'all 20s. Like that's why y'all can't let go of high school because y'all go downhill after like 25. It's just like, oh, maybe before then, like 23, like, oh, and then some 23-year-old, you know what I think it is? Y'all niggas smoke the fuck out. Y'all maybe need to stop smoking. Cause some of y'all be looking smoke the fuck out. Like the skin be dull, the eyes be sunken in, the
That's what
nails be
I.
all dirty. Like them niggas in
Maybe
the
you should
90s
find some
was
men in like
That's why I
church
mold
be
or
and
trying
something.
shit
to
like
You don't go to
that.
listen.
church.
Like,
You don't go
Listen,
to
she
church
hurt
or
your
something,
Not a
Nina.
church
no,
man of the
Dominus.
issue.
She didn't hurt your feelings. I could tell. That's
What?
why I say
How,
these
why
niggas.
y'all keep
Listen,
saying this,
hold
bro?
on, Dominus,
hey,
relax.
hey,
That's
hold
why I
on,
say,
cause
hold
you need to
on, no, hold on. That's why I
explain,
say these
explain the
niggas
hurt
used to
feelings.
listen. These niggas, y'all got a peacock. You ever seen a male peacock? That's a pretty motherfucker. That's a y'all be looking dusty and dingy. Lynn is right. Lynn is right. The millennial men is fucked up. Y'all and then y'all don't do leg day. Just look like a motherfucking action figure up top and a Barbie on the bottom. Yikes.
Why you keep saying she hurt my feelings or whatever? Like,
No, she
I
hurt your
don't
feelings
get
and
it.
she hurt trucker feelings too. I know she hurt
I
trucker
don't
feelings
like.
because
Can
that
you
nigga
She hurt
explain
my
a
ugly.
feelings
little
a little
bit?
bit
Like,
too.
can you give me like 2 or 3
you
sentences?
know,
Like,
I
let me
beg you
tell
won't
how
say
does
it
y'all.
to
my
my
feelings
face though.
hurt?
No,
Fuck
Like,
Domino.
that. She hurt
No,
my
I don't
feelings.
think I hurt your feelings.
it
Let me
don't hurt
tell
my
y'all.
feelings. Like,
Let me tell
why the hell would that hurt
y'all
my
for
feelings?
boom. You know what I start doing for my skin? What y'all niggas need to start doing? Drink a cup of green juice a day, and then drink some cayenne and a ginger shot to get rid of the inflammation. Fix y'all gut health because it's coming out the mouth. Go to the dentist twice a year. Like I if I'm an advocate for anything with men, fuck y'all mental health. I'm gonna advocate that y'all all go to the fucking dentist. Cause when I tell you the teeth be fucked up, if you are a 30-year-old man and your teeth fucked up, baby, go get some braces. It's sexy, a motherfucker getting some braces. Don't go out like that. I know a nigga who tooth just fell out because he had a fucking cavity for over 5 years since I knew the nigga. His breath used to stink, and I used to be like, "Ugh, this stank, my motherfucker." The motherfucker tooth fell out. He just put it on Instagram. My tooth fell out. He think it's funny. I was like, I knew you had a dead ass tooth in there. Y'all niggas need to hit the dentist twice a fucking year.
I
Get
got
that deep
insurance.
cleaning.
I got insurance. I
Just
use
use
insurance.
it.
I
Use
use mine.
it, motherfucker.
I use mine. And listen, I
Move
feel good.
around.
This is what look, you ain't hurt my feelings, but I'm gonna tell you what you did. You made me laugh. You really made my day on this panel today. I do need to lose some weight. I ain't afraid to say it. I got my little health screening to save me $500 through my insurance today. And they said I was obese. And I was like, obese, but she said they ain't counting the muscles. So I ain't really just fat. And I do feel like I am a handsome brother. I do get my compliments. And I do feel good. But look, I do gotta do something about this snoring shit. Hey, I salute you. I salute you. You give me a hard time. Hey, I salute you. I salute you. You give me a hard time, or not me a hard time. Hey, like daddy, you was snoring.
my one bra, that's musty, all of that.
A
The right
one musty
woman
bra
will
is
accept it.
Musty?
Just stop
She
dating
Come
black
don't
women.
on
like just
now. Musty is
reject her ass, bro.
crazy.
If she don't accept you
Just stop
with
dating
all your
black women.
flaws and
The
all,
problems.
reject her ass, bro.
Musty is
Stop trying to
crazy.
change for these women, bro.
If you gonna be a big brisket back ass nigga, all right. Cause
Look at you. When's the last time you looked in the mirror?
hold on, trucker, loser ass nigga. I like old hog cheese eating ass nigga. I like a
Hog
big.
cheese.
Y'all want, like I said, I don't like a nigga that's too in shape. I need my nigga sweat little barbecue sauce. But musky is crazy. That's insane. Y'all be one draws, 3-in-1 body
I'm just saying,
shampoo,
like it's like this is
one
legit the
draws.
advice women
And
give
niggas be
each other.
using 3-in-1 body wash. That y'all use that shit to
This is the
shampoo,
advice
condition
I
y'all
hear
hair, and
women give
wash
each
y'all
other.
balls.
This is the advice
Disgusting.
I hear women give each other.
Musky
And I
is
think we should
crazy.
operate the
I
same
can't
exact
do
way.
body odor, whether it's coming off of your body or your mouth, is unacceptable. You should
You
be able to
wouldn't
do
know,
something.
right?
It's
You're real experienced
disgusting.
in that department.
It's the most disgusting thing that a person could have is body odor. Like, ugh.
You wouldn't know about that, right? Because you
No.
have that happen to you all the time. Because you're a woman.
Just
Yeah,
bang.
because you're
Trucker,
fucking
shut the fuck up. You look like JJ Icefish. Shut your ass up.
Hey,
Yellow
I
ass
think
JJ
nigga.
I'm
Shut
Fish.
handsome.
up, nigga.
Hey, look, I think I'm handsome though. Y'all can say what you want to. Y'all go pay this ransom if I think I'm handsome.
Let me go see. I'll
Go,
be a judge of that. Let me go
go
fucking
check it
see.
out and holler at me. I'm handsome.
he
I'm handsome.
alright.
Niggas be thinking they some fine shit.
Hey, look,
He
I
alright.
just got that big boy eating habit. You know, that's all it is. But you got to be
You
able to eat.
better
And
eat your ass in the gym.
Hey, look,
Lock in on
Wait,
that fucking
hold on.
treadmill.
I
Big
lost
back
five.
ass.
I lost 5 pounds though this year so far, so I'm off to a good start. So that's why I said
That
it was funny to me.
I'm proud of you, boom.
It
But
don't hurt
a
my
big nigga
feelings.
should be using 10 pounds. The bigger you are, the easier it is to lose weight.
I don't know about that. I still got habits,
It's
but
true.
Trucker
nah.
mad because I said women don't like no musky nigga. I know that front of that motherfucking truck cabin be stank. I know it'll be a funk box, don't it,
I
trucker?
bet you won't say it to my
I
face.
bet. I know I won't
Why? What
because
you
you
gonna do?
funky.
Swing on her?
No,
Why? What
because
you
you
gonna do?
stink.
Swing on her? If she said it
Yes.
to your face, what would you do? Swing on her?
Yes.
And
No,
that's the point that we making right there. Y'all want an excuse to put your hands on men, on women, but let a man tell you you stink. You ain't gonna swing on him
You don't know
He
me.
gonna laugh. He gonna laugh like a pussy.
You
Pussy
don't know
Trucker,
ass
me.
shut
nigga.
like a pound.
up.
You a
What's that
pound.
song that JJ Icefish sing? Good morning to you. That's him. Shut your ass up, nigga. I know your
Use a
gooch
pump.
stank gooch,
He
bitch.
gonna chill. He gonna be like, chill out, bruh. Oh,
Right.
punk bitch,
So
punk
so
Chill,
ass
how
big
many?
nigga.
bro. Hold
So
on.
listen.
EC will be like, EC will be
he
like,
go
chill, big bro. Chill, big
he go
bro.
So
he
who
gonna
out of
call him
all the ladies?
whole
Hold
time. The
on.
nigga 10 years younger than him.
On
He
the
just
Chill
make
ladies
more
on the
money
out,
than
panel.
him,
Wait,
so he the big bro.
I got a question.
Whole time the nigga 10 years younger than him, but make more money than him, so he call him big bro.
I got a question for the ladies on the panel. Who's in a relationship? Who just getting dick? And who just
Not none
want
of them.
You got to
some
cash
Ma'am,
app for
none of them.
questions.
Ma'am, none of them.
what he say? I missed it.
In the words of Tara, I ain't telling you niggas my business.
True that. Oh,
In the
he
words of
asking
Franklin
business.
Saint, you got
Yeah,
to
I just
cash
want
app
to
for
know who's
questions.
in a relationship, who's out there just which one of you ladies out there just
Oh,
getting knocked
boo!
up.
Why you always trying to get love connections up here?
I ain't trying.
You
I'm
don't.
just
You
trying to
gotta go
figure out
out.
where y'all
You
state of
gotta
mind
go
at. I'm
out.
trying.
No,
Oh,
No,
well,
I'm
it
just.
listen,
don't matter.
boo. Boo, you old, so I'm not gonna tell you to go to the club or the bar. You gotta go to your local juke joint, or
I'm
your
fucking
local
crying.
bingo hall. You know what I'm saying? I heard them old ladies is
Hit up a couple
wily.
of them
You know what I mean?
speakeasies or something.
Yeah, go to a nice bingo hall. Go hang out in front of your local what's the motherfucking places called? Your local
If you
early
from
retirement
Chicago, hit you
community.
up a little steppers club, hit your little one,
Yeah.
two, you and a lady.
Go to a lounge.
Yo, easy.
There you go. There you go. That's more like that. We talking. That we
Wait, E,
talking.
say it again, say it again, say it again. She said go to a lounge. She
That's
pronounced
where the old
every fucking letter in that shit, you heard?
That's where the old niggas go. They be at the lounge. They go to the
Is 40
cigar
really old
lounge.
though? Is 40 really old?
Pack it up.
Is
Hang it
40 really
up,
old?
flat screen. I mean, well, 40 is middle age. They say average life expectancy is around 80. So in your 40s, that's considered middle age. Now, as me being 27, yes, you're old.
Yeah, you out of my league. Like I'm at like I want to scoop to your level.
But
So
you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised, boom, because it be men in your age on here worrying about why women my age are in the club. Sir, you shouldn't be in the same club that they're in. In her 20s, she should be in the club.
I think
Bro, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor because it's unbecoming of a man to be a habitual meat eater. Like when you see a hot dog, Frank, walk away. Stop signing your throat up for 100 hot dog challenge. Like, stop doing that. It's not healthy. The
that's
fuck is
not
wrong
for
with
me.
you?
That's not for me. That's not for
But
me.
you
It
stay in
ain't
a
for
rat
you.
infested city.
It ain't for you. It ain't for you. You are like a rat infested city. You couldn't make money in my city. You couldn't even live in my city. You couldn't afford to rent a 1-bedroom apartment in my city. In order to live in my city, you gotta make money. And you're living la vida broca. Like, get the fuck out of my face.
Damn. Damn, she ate your ass up with that.
I don't want to respond because I know that's not for me.
None of that
But
is for you. So go ahead and
right.
continue what we was
So like
talking
I was
about.
saying though, like for real, yeah, I don't think 40 old. I don't think 40 old. I think it's pretty good. I think the cutoff, like I believe in that. Look, 4 years down, maybe 10 years up, but mostly like 4 years up. Like 35, 45. That's my window right now. But yeah, we got to do something about this though. So now one of y'all ladies go tell us y'all business.
No. The fuck?
I was just curious. That's all.
They gonna lie, bro.
Oh
They
my
gonna
god.
They
lie,
can't lie if
man.
they not
It's
Hold
telling you
on,
I
what's
wait.
don't
real.
ask
Somebody went to go
women
look at the.
shit, man. Why the
Who that
hell
went
would
to go
you
look at
ask
the
a
video?
woman anything that if the one answer gonna make her look bad? They just gonna lie and tell you the answer that make her look good. That's why they lie about everything. Everything,
How they
I
lying
everything that
if
try to
they
they
can
give.
not
lie,
telling us
get away with
anything?
lying about, they do. It's like literally, bro.
I give
It
them
is
the
not
benefit
a
of the
damn thing
doubt,
you can
man.
ask a woman that she'll tell the truth about if it makes her look bad. Not a thing, bro.
Man, yeah, man. To everybody on this panel, everybody in the chat, hey, good luck in life. I hope this year be the best year of y'all life. No matter what happens tomorrow, just focus on today and then make the best of it. I'm gonna step down so somebody else can come up and keep y'all engaged for a while.
Thank you, Boom. Keep on your weight loss journey. Don't give up, brother. Didn't Summer come up here?
Somebody else did
Um,
somebody else just drop it? Did the screen just get bigger? I mean, the
activities.
darkness.
Would you like to say something?
Oh, Trump
Oh,
left.
yes. I wanted to add on to, I don't know who it was, but she mentioned, well, first things first, like when it comes down to the topic, I do believe that it's both. When it comes down to it, women are enabling men, but I also feel like they are doing it out of fear. And to go back to what one of the ladies said when she said that men need to stop approaching women because of them lacking in how they choose to take care of themselves. I think that that's very accurate. And I would just like to add that because I believe that men are too worried about the wrong stuff. It's like they don't really care, for example, to sag of all different ages, right? But when it comes down to doing something as simple as like facial wash or keeping up with their nails, like dirt from under their nails and stuff like that, they're so quick to call it very feminine when it's really just being clean. Something that a lot of women value, especially when it comes down to you wanting to be sexual and touching their bodies and stuff like that, even health for your own personal benefit, right? Um, and I think that whoever that was, I don't know if he was dropped or not, his response, I don't know if he was joking, but it's something that happens on the daily. And I don't know if it still happens as much as it did a few years back, but it's like the moment a woman rejects a man, the first thing that they have to say, even if she's doing it reasonably, the first thing that they have to say is immediately attack her. If not verbally, then physically. And that just proves the point that a lot of women, they do and they will enable a man or they will coddle a man out of fear because they can't take that type of backlash. And I mean, because who wants to go through that? Women
Yeah, who
probably still
who
to
want to
this.
have their head going upside up? You right?
Exactly. Like, and a lot of women, they will choose to, even if they're not even interested in a man, they will choose to give them their Instagram
Or
just to,
something just to
yeah,
get away.
just to get away. And a lot of the times that doesn't even work because a lot of the dudes will call right then and there, just being aggressive and pushy
Girl.
But
for
that's
no
why
reason at
I do
all.
social media because I can easily block you off of that. Like if you approach me and even it don't even have to be like, well, if you approach me and the situation is a little tense and I'm doing what I can to make you as least like reactional as possible, like, volatile, whatever, trying to keep you calm and get out the situation, because men do be feeling disrespected based off of basic rejection. So you can't even tell a man no without him feeling rejected. So it's like you gotta appease their ego while rejecting them. So here, like in this instance where I ain't got nothing on me and I can't just back you up off me, yeah, I'ma smile, give you a little Instagram, and I'm gonna get up out of there. As soon as you follow me, I'ma block you.
Exactly.
And
Exactly. And
especially if they with their homeboys. That
Yes, because
shit
if they with
is
their
yeah.
homeboys and you reject them, that shit amplifies whatever they feel in times 100.
And don't let them be don't and it's even worse for women because a lot of the times this isn't somewhere where it's in public. A lot of the times it's somewhere private. I've seen a lot of things I've came across online where young women specifically, not even 25 years old, they've been in situations where they thought they were just going to a party and everything seemed cool, but
And
once
they
they get
went to
behind
a
closed doors, one thing turned to another, all because of them simply being afraid. And I
But it
wouldn't
is
say that.
happening publicly. Even here in New York, it was the guy who he I don't know how to say. Well, he used the knife on two twin sisters, one of them unalive. Then you had the instance where the guy poked up the lady on the train because he was talking to her and she had her headphones in, so he didn't hear her. Then you have the situation where a lady got off work, went into a liquor store to buy herself a bottle of wine. There was a couple young men in the store. They talking her up, the offer to buy her bottle of wine. She said no, thank you. Declined their rejection, and they jumped her. One of them went as far as biting that lady face. Like four young dudes jumped her. So it is happening in broad daylight public. And the number one problem is other men be seeing it, and sometimes they dead ass don't do nothing.
Exactly. And that just proves my point that if specifically with that situation right there, the woman, she said no thank you. She said it as polite as possible. And I just wanted to add on to whoever that man was that was like, you guys are being very disrespectful. Going back to when you kept telling whoever that man was who kept running his mouth, I think he was married, you asked him, somebody asked him multiple times in a polite way. I don't remember what you said verbatim, to just simply be quiet and let someone speak. And he kept going. So you got a little disrespectful. It is what it is. I mean, we're grown, move past it. It's not that deep. But you should have just shut up, right?
No, because
But it's
men feel
like,
like
no,
they're the only ones that's allowed to be aggressive or to be abrasive, and not understanding that y'all want y'all women to be so loyal and so faithful and all of this and keeping her coochie to herself and bringing it home to you. Well, when she goes out into the world, there's 50. If she's outside from the morning to the night, she's gonna come across at least 20 men that try to talk to her, and at some time she's going to have to be abrasive, hard body in order to get herself back home in one piece. So y'all always trying to demonize something, but want to put it on a pedestal when it's beneficial to y'all. Y'all don't want women to be emotional, but you
exactly.
want women to have an emotional capacity for your fuck ass shit.
Exactly. Or you don't want women to be aggressive, but you put us in situations where we have no choice but to get aggressive. And that's the thing. I felt like that dude who kept talking about how if you don't want a dude to get aggressive with you, if you don't want him to put his hands on you or establish his dominance in a forceful way, then you shouldn't come at him in a disrespectful way. But she just said, and we see it every single day, even if you decline or you talk to a man in a respectful way, they will still find a reason to turn it into something that it really didn't need to turn into. And I just want to add also that when it comes down to that situation, it's when it comes down to any emotion, not everybody is generalized under the same umbrella. When you have an emotion, not everybody's going to react the same. And a lot of the times, if you feel threatened, if you're in fear, he said, first of all, you can't speak on how you would act as a woman because you never have been a woman. You're not a woman, and you will never be a woman. So you can't speak on what you would do or what anybody else would do in a state of fear. That's where anxiety comes in and the fight or flight situation
But
comes
men
in.
only understand
Hold
boundaries when
on,
they're
real
being
quick.
approached.
Hold on, Lynn. Is E allowed to come up? I gotta get permission, E. I don't know. You still might be on punishment, stink butt.
Lan, you there?
Yeah, he can come. Come on, Eric. Dang.
All right.
So,
He like the little brother that got to tag along everywhere. Come on.
but
Dang, Eric.
As a little brother myself, you
Don't
ain't got
say
to be like
nothing.
that.
Don't embarrass me in front of my friends either.
But yeah, Savage, I think it is. I only see a little part of it.
Yeah,
But
savage.
to Savage point, like, yeah, there is no right way to say anything to them, and then they only understand boundaries when they're talking about LGBTQ men. When they're talking
Yeah.
about rainbow men, that's when they understand all the boundaries in the world. Now they don't understand the idea of being able to coexist in the room with somebody and not feel pressured or feel weird or feel awkward. Some straight men can't even be in the vicinity of a rainbow man because they think, oh, that rainbow man want them, which is another self-centered ideology that men
Yes.
have, because you think because a
Yes.
man automatically, like, because he like men, that he automatically is attracted to you. They're usually
Yes.
attracted to the men that women are attracted to, and being that most women aren't attracted to most men, y'all aren't attracted to them either.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I'll leave that where it's at.
And
I have to disagree with that. I have to disagree with that sentence.
You breaking up, stink
I
butt.
don't think that's
well, before he's
right.
breaking up, let me just say this.
To it.
Go
I'm
ahead,
referring to
Savage. What'd you have to say?
What you say, Savage? No,
I
I'm
you
not breaking.
breaking up.
I
We
You
can't
are.
hear
You
I
you.
are.
think
You
that
are.
You are
Let me
conversations
breaking up
like
finish.
real
this is
bad.
very interesting. I would like to out myself and say that I'm a 25-year-old Black woman, and I'm not into men at all. But I find these conversations
Valid.
interesting, and the reason why I wanted to come in and speak on certain topics is because I feel like I'm one of the perfect people, because I'm not really biased to the situation. I date women, but I also don't date men. So I think that you guys can see what I'm getting at here. And I would like to agree with what that lady said. And that's one of the points that I was also making about how are worried about the wrong things. Like they don't even realize, a lot of them, how they cater to what other men think, or what other men think is attractive, for example, or acceptable. Like a lot of men, specifically in the Black community, they don't mind sagging, but it's like, you know, what that, where that come from, you know, what type of message you're giving out. But when it comes down to something as simple as taking care of your health, every 5 seconds someone's calling that gay, right?
But
And
Savage,
then
it
as
still
a,
doesn't excuse you from this conversation because you date women, because men are still approaching you because you are a
exactly,
woman.
that's what I was about to get
And
at.
even if you do tell them, because I have a lot of my homegirls that are in the community, the one of the most disgusting things that I've heard men say to
You
lesbian
ain't have the
women,
right one.
That
girl,
conversion
Exactly,
therapy
that's
took
shit.
the
exactly what
took
I
the
was about to get
motherfucking
at.
words right out my mouth.
That's
Imagine a nigga.
exactly what I was about to get at, because one, like, that's, first of all, that's not even what it's all about, which is something that I find also interesting, because a lot of men will sit up here and try to say how to make it seem like, I don't know what I can't say and what I can't say, but how a woman is so demonized. Oh, you know what I mean? Eggplantmatized. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it or not. I don't want to get
Stigmatized.
reported. Yeah, digmatized. And how all women are hoes and all women is this. And it's just funny as a lesbian woman that's around other lesbian women to see their mindset. And it's like, all you guys are doing are projecting, because in reality, you guys are the one that are the hoes. And then and this is something that I seen last week, where someone was like, men are so quick to put down women for being hoes, but who are you sleeping with? Like, who else would you sleep with if not a woman? And if she's a hoe, what would that make you? But then they try to say this, that, and the third. But back to what I was saying, even when you try to, as a lesbian woman, decline a man, they're still forceful. And that's why I don't know how many people are familiar with the community. A lot of us say that, first things first, sexuality is consent comes into play. And that's what I'm adding on to what that lady said when she said that they don't seem to understand boundaries until they're the ones that's in an uncomfortable situation when it comes to homosexual men coming
Rainbow, you
into
gotta say
play.
rainbow.
Oh,
You
excuse
gotta
You
me,
say
gotta say
rainbow.
symmetrical
I'm
too.
sorry.
sexuality. You gotta
I'm
say
sorry.
sexuality, rainbow, just like dressing them up a little bit.
Okay, my bad. But y'all get what I'm saying. They don't understand. It's like, at the end of the day, they're all very I'm not gonna say all, but majority of them are
All.
very self-centered.
Say all.
You can
Very
say all, girl.
self-centered. Yeah.
We don't.
I like to be unbiased, because I believe that the world is not everything. A lot of people like to say that the world is more of a bad place, but I think that if the world was completely a bad place, everything would just fall we just wouldn't be here. I like to think that everything is balanced. I live in America, but that doesn't, I haven't even been outside of the country. That doesn't mean that even though in America things could be 70% bad, it doesn't mean that it isn't being evened out in
We
other
say
countries
all
in the world.
because misogyny exists on a spectrum. So even if you have one of the best men in the world, like the good guy, he's just a good man, Savannah. He's still misogynistic on some type of levels. He may
Shut
not
your
it
ass
may
up.
not be
I agree.
severely misogynistic, but he do exist on that
Like a
spectrum
microaggression
of
that white people
misogyny.
have.
Just like women have, we all have some type of internalized misogyny. But what I wanted to say is that when they say that, it's like really disgusting to me, because when they say like, oh, you just ain't had the right one, because again, they, like you said, they understand boundaries when
Predatory.
it comes to the to men in the community. Because if a gay man walked up to a straight man and was like, oh, can I get your number, or can I kick it to you, or whatever, and then the dude was like, no, I'm straight, and then that gay man looked at him and said, well, you just ain't had the right man, that's a crazy thing to say. That's
Exactly.
insane. They don't
Hmm.
understand boundaries until they are the ones being sexualized, or they understand boundaries when it comes to women that they're not sexually attracted to. When
Right.
this women that's overweight, or she's not the beauty standard and she's trying to
That
kick it
number.
to him, then all of a sudden it's get the fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying?
Can
So
Exactly.
I say something with that,
They
man?
only
Because
I'm
Bad
understand it when
overweight.
it
listen to
That
me.
was a
It
doesn't.
was
bad.
actually a
They only
That
perfect
was a bad
understand it
correlation.
correlation.
when it benefits
No,
I'm
wait,
I'm the
them.
one
wait.
to
I
blame. I'm
know
sorry for
E
interrupting
said
though.
it, but it was actually a perfect
Oh, okay.
Who
correlation.
did
So
who
Summer, go
didn't
ahead.
go
Wait, hold on. I
yet?
didn't go
Summer
yet.
didn't
No,
go.
him didn't
Yeah,
Summer and
go.
Summer
then
hasn't went yet. She's been up here for a
Summer.
minute.
Okay,
Yeah.
Summer, and then him,
yep.
and
I'm
then
gonna mute up so Summer can go.
Summer, and then E, and then we open the panel.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
So yeah,
Summer.
women.
Hey.
Hey,
Women
Summer.
aren't enabling men. They really are coddling out of fear. We really are coddling out of fear, and it's not just the fear of violence, which is the biggest fear, as we said, about men approaching us and just having to be aware all the time, just how we get out of the car, what we got to look, where we park, if we can go get gas at night, whatever. We have to handle y'all with kid gloves, like very carefully. Even if you're in a relationship, also, I'll start with the violence. And you're having an argument, you're having a disagreement, you have to manage his emotions. You have to pay attention. Even if you trust him, if you never did anything, if you think he wouldn't do anything to you, if he gets really upset, it has to flash in your head. You have to be like, uh-oh, you soften a lot of times. That's why online we love to cuss y'all out, because we don't get to do it in real life. In real life, most men, most would hit us. If pushed far enough, most men you ever met would hit us right in the face. But also the other fear is the fear of not having a man, the fear of what it's going to look like, the fear of what society will say, the fear of failing. Like women will stay in stuff and keep on dealing with a man because how will it look? If I don't make this marriage work, or if I don't have a man, because the first thing they love to say is, how many of y'all got a man? As if that's some kind of measure of something good. Often when people together, it's just because they're not willing to leave. It ain't because the relationship is good. So yeah, there's that. And it's really disgusting how many men come up here and then allude to violence. Like, y'all keep saying there's so many good men, it's not all men, it's the men you choose, you ain't got no daddy. And then as soon as we disrespect you, you allude to violence. But we're supposed to feel safe. That's weird. So is it kind of like, I don't know, our current administration? If you don't completely obey, then we'll just unalive you? So just be quiet, and that's the point. It's because men are submissive naturally. You expect us to be, and we're not. That's why you have to make so many laws about it, and you have to keep trying to keep on pushing us to it and explain it, like, because we're not naturally submissive. You are. Alan.
There's two things I wanted to speak on. One was the prompt, and one was what he said, which was a lie.
No,
Right?
what he said was accurate, but Herb can spit
Hey,
this
let
shit
him
out.
Yeah,
finish.
that's fine. That's fine. I would love to go.
Hurry up.
With that being said, women aren't enabling men; they are coddling them out of fear. I have to disagree. Women are definitely enabling men. That's why men are going around doing exactly what they want to do to said woman. And you guys will identify those women as pick me's. Those are the ones that will tolerate a man's behavior, not even tolerate, celebrate it, justify it in every means necessary to their validation. They will do everything possible to make sure that this man feels like he's a king, regardless of regardless of the detriment to themselves or to anyone surrounding them. So I would disagree with that, right? And then when I remember what he said, or what I was gonna say, because she was on a tangent, she monologued like a motherfucker, not each summer. That I forgot what I was gonna say. I was more focused on the prompt. So when I remember it, I'm gonna go ahead after
You
that.
forgetting what you say is on you, not on nobody else. That's crazy.
Whatchamacallit, I will.
Back all of a sudden, Tara. Now you back all of a sudden.
Hold on. Dominique wanted to say something.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Dominance. But yeah, thank you. So I wanted to talk about the whole boundary thing when women say men don't respect their boundaries. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I don't know about a lot of men, but I grew up like a nerdy ass dude that was really scared to talk to girls and women because I didn't want to come off as like scaring them or disrespecting them. I didn't want them to be like feel
Did you have
pressured at
friends?
all. Like that's
Did
a
you
lot
have
of guys
friends?
that I know
Hold on. Did you
that
have
think in that
friends?
way. Hmm?
Did you have friends?
Yeah, I have friends. Like not a lot, but like yeah.
So you just like social skills. You didn't care about what the approach was. You just
No,
like.
no, it wasn't the lack of social skills because I could talk to my friends, right? I could talk to my friends a lot easier than I could talk to a girl or a woman. And why would that be? Because I respect them. Like I'm scared of making them feel afraid of me. And that's a lot of guys. And I think in these conversations, women often think that guys just like go willy nilly because that's the guys that are approaching you. You like a guy that's sitting there like, oh man, I'd really like to talk to her, but I'm just gonna let her have her space. Yeah, you wouldn't even notice him. Like, how would you even know that he's doing that? You wouldn't know. So I think that's a part of the conversation when we talk about what men are doing and how they don't respect women's boundaries. A lot of men over respect women's boundaries, and that's why they lonely as hell because they not willing to put that foot forward and be
No,
like,
we need more
maybe
men
she
like
would enjoy
that.
talking to me.
We
He's
need we
like,
need more
nah,
men like
definitely
that.
not. I'm not gonna interrupt
No,
her
we need
space.
more men like that. What are you talking about?
And that's why I
Can,
was saying
can,
earlier.
This is
I was
why
saying earlier that men should not approach women. Like men should stop approaching women because one, you're not even getting true consent because she's scared of you. Like you're not getting. That's not consent. She afraid. She over there. Damn, I better give him my number or my Instagram before he smack me. Like If she approached me with interest, that's a different thing. But if I'm approaching her, I'm 6'1", I'm towering over her and shit, and she's like, oh damn, I better give
You're
her my
not
number.
6'1".
That's not consent to me, in my
Probably
opinion.
like 5'10". But here's the thing though, y'all. I mean, oh well. Like if the women are afraid, we afraid because you know why? Because y'all sat back and watched our homeboys be disrespectful when we was trying to go get a little snack from the gas station, or we just trying to pump our gas and
Hey, why
like
y'all be
there's
saying
hold
our
up.
Let her
homeboys?
finish because she didn't
We not
interrupt you.
Cause
friends
it
with
do be
these
Let her
your
people,
finish.
bro.
homeboys.
These are not the same
It
dudes
do
that
be
Let
I
your
her
talk to.
finish, bro. She
homeboys.
didn't
It
It's
interrupt
be
you.
just
your
not.
homeboys.
It be our
Hold
brothers.
on.
It be
Let
your
her
Let her
finish.
brothers.
Let
finish.
her
Let her
finish.
finish, and then I want to go after her.
Thank you, stinky butt. But I'm just saying, like, women have all experienced being called a bitch, being called an ugly hoe, because we've rejected a man at the gas station. That's why the gas station is one of the scariest places for a woman. But here, I wanted to say one thing before. That whole girls didn't like me because I was nerdy and I liked them and narrative, that shit needs to go. Because nerdy boys be some of the most fucking rudest, like y'all as soon as you tell a boy that's a quote unquote nerd, oh, I like anime, now you gotta fucking answer a 20-part quiz about what anime you like, what's the main character, what's the plot, when did it come out, like all of this, like, oh, I used to be a nerd and the girls didn't like me. No, one, it was probably because you had weird body odor because y'all was in high school stanking, or two, because y'all are very arrogant and rude too. Just because you're a nerd, just because you're a geek, just because you're a dork, it doesn't excuse you from being a fucking dork, a fucking rude ass nigga, a misogynistic ass nigga. That shit doesn't
Hey,
excuse you.
East, that wasn't the point I was making,
So
I
man.
know,
hold
but I
on,
just wanted to
Okay,
jump on
let
that
hold
because
on,
E
it
East.
because it gets
let
on my
E
Yo,
East,
nerves.
I
go.
did want to say
you
something.
be
I
adding a
did want to
little
hold on,
extra
Dom.
seasoning in
Hold
that
on,
shit.
Dom, Dom,
Dom,
Dom.
chill.
I wanted
Sprinkle,
to
sprinkle.
respond to something that you did say though, East, earlier
Was cooking
before
that chicken.
before me and Summer went, right? I would love to say this, right? You made a bad correlation. I get where you were coming from, but it was a bad correlation. You correlated a straight man and a GAY man approaching the straight man and asking him, trying to get on him and whatever case, and he tells him, "No, I'm straight, I'm okay," right? Then he responded with, "Oh, well, if you had a better man, if you had a different man, or if you haven't had a good man yet, that will be weird." Right, you are right, but you cannot correlate that to a man talking to a straight man talking to a straight woman. Why? Because the woman dates these men, so it would not be a weird correlation. It is
It was
actually
to
it is
You
lesbian
actually.
missed
I
women,
the
would love
not
whole
to
straight
point
finish.
of
women. It was
that.
I would love to
lesbian women.
finish. Can I
You missed
The
finish?
the
I did not
point.
correlation
interrupt
was
no one.
lesbian
Hold
women,
I
on. You
did
first and
not
missed the
interrupt
point,
foremost.
sir.
anyone. I would love to finish. I didn't
But
interrupt
you're
anyone.
wrong.
I don't give
But
a
you
fuck.
missed the
Correct me
point.
after I'm
They
done.
were talking
I'm
about
gonna
straight
correct you
women
right
too.
now.
Correct
They
me
weren't
after
just
I'm
talking
Hey,
about
done.
let him
lesbians.
finish.
Man,
My
Lynn, fuck that
fucking
nigga.
god. Shut the fuck up, nigga. My gosh. You have a hard time. Now,
Let
with
him
that being
finish,
said,
Hurry up,
and
bitch.
then we could
with
speak
that
to it
being said,
after. We could correct the
right.
narrative after, but just
Thank
let him
you.
finish.
Thank you. That's all. Now, with that being said, right, it was a bad correlation due to the simple fact that a straight women date men, right? Most women, not all. So it's understandable then when a man tells a woman that, not when a GAY guy tells a straight guy that, not land.
Okay, so that wasn't the point. That wasn't the correlation. The correlation was when Savage, the point, it was from Savage's point as her being a woman love woman. She said that uh uh a man, the way that a man will approach a rainbow woman, a straight man will approach a rainbow woman and tell a rainbow woman she's only rainbow because she hasn't had the right one yet. So that's not in the same sexuality calendar or sexuality column. If what was compared, what we compared it to was, now if a rainbow man walks up to a straight man and tell a straight man, well, you only straight because you ain't had the right one yet, he's gonna feel oh so offended. But men don't feel offended approaching a rainbow woman like that and speaking to women like that in general. They only understand their boundaries when they're approached specifically by rainbow men. And we use that specifically because that is the one that puts their hair up on the back of their neck. They can't even be in the same room with a GAY man because all of a sudden they GAY by contagion.
I
So
also use the example of an unattractive woman too.
right. And that was the straight correlation that she used, being an unattractive woman approaching a man, and him in his response may be real disrespectful. Oh, ugly ass bitch. He's not expected to have any no gloves on what he says in his rejection because his boundaries is crossed. Men only understand boundaries when it's their boundaries. That was the total point of everything. That's it.
Exactly, which is why you was wrong as fuck. Had you just listened, you wouldn't make yourself look like a fucking idiot.
Maybe we don't hear a lot of stories about men turning down other men because they don't be turning them down. But I don't know. I just be over here thinking about shit.
You know what, Tara?
And I was
Yo,
about to
between
say
you,
too,
Drika, and Lynn, bro, these men
these
can't
niggas is
live.
gay.
They're very
Y'all be
toxic.
on their
Yeah,
neck.
but
They
Ty, but
gay.
see,
Hey,
Ty,
Parker.
It's needed though.
see, Ty. The
They're
thing
very
Facts.
was,
toxic.
the thing was, Ty, though, is what you said. I understood exactly the example. It wasn't the example was what was the problem that I had. I understood where she was coming from, and I understand what she did with it, but I didn't understand the method because you can't correlate two straight people, man and woman, and a man telling a straight man telling another straight woman, regardless if she's attractive or not, you haven't had a good man yet, to a man. To a straight man to a gay man.
But that
That's
wasn't
not
the
what the
That
point.
fucking
You
correlation.
correlation.
are
See,
That
this is the
you're
stupid.
correlation.
bro.
See, this
That
is the stupid shit
correlation.
I be
That
talking about. That's not the correlation.
correlation.
E.
That core.
That
I am
was
Hold
still
not the
up. Can
talking.
I
correlation.
write
I
one
am
more
still
in?
talking.
Hold up,
I'm still
y'all.
talking.
Hold up, y'all. Y'all not saying y'all daily heart me to support the live. Some of y'all been coming here. Not saying the daily heart me is crazy. Like, make sure you support the live. Y'all be here all day, every day, or whenever we be here. And y'all niggas, like, y'all need medication. The way people just interrupting everybody while they talking is fucking crazy.
Now, with that being said, correlation or not, I don't give a fuck. I knew what I heard, and I'm stating exactly what she said. Regardless of how the way she said it,
Thank
exactly the
you.
way I said it. She said when a straight man is getting approached
Oh,
by
she
a
did.
gay man, and a straight man tells him, "I don't swing that way," and then the gay man tells him, "Oh, you haven't had a good man yet, or you haven't had the better man yet, or whatever the case may be." You can't correlate that to a man telling that to a woman that deals with men. You
But that
can't. It
wasn't
And
But
just
they're
I
makes
not.
no
didn't.
They're
sense.
But I
literally
did.
not,
But
which is
And
why
with
E,
you're
that,
wrong as fuck.
I am still
hold
not
on,
done. I am
E. But
Okay,
I
it
still
doesn't
not
did
matter
done.
if you're done.
not.
You're
I am
lying.
Or you
still
keep saying
not
the wrong
done.
thing over and over,
You
I am
bro.
literally
still
up
You
not
here
trying to
done.
lying
say
So
to
the
prove
wrong
correct it
shit
thing
when
out
I'm
your
over and
done.
ass.
over.
Correct it when I'm done. I'm still gonna
No,
land my
we've been
point.
Bro,
correcting
you
you.
keep
With
Still up
saying
that
here
the
being
saying the
wrong thing
same
said,
over
dumb
and
shit. You
with
over.
that
wrong
being
as fuck.
said, with that being
We
said, I would
corrected
say
your dumb
this.
ass a long
With
time
that
ago, and you
being
still
said,
up here
that's
saying the
fine.
same
That's
stupid
fine,
shit.
Shamrock. That's fine. You an old ass nigga, you gonna die alone, nigga. Stop talking to me. The fuck is
That
you
doesn't
talking
bother
about?
me. I don't know
50,
why you
60
think that
years old
actually,
up
that
here.
doesn't bother me. That
You know
actually
all
does
the
not
things.
affect me or bother me at all.
You got the fucking
Hold
blueprint
on.
to get a
so
woman.
Hold on.
You
Hold
got a
on.
blueprint to
so
get
we're
a
just
woman,
gonna
E.
but
move
don't have
on.
one. I don't
We're just
Hold
gonna
fucking
move
get
on,
it.
on.
E. Hold on, E. Hold on. E. Summer did not compare what you think she
Say
compared.
summer. I said east.
Nobody
East
did.
didn't make
East
that
didn't
correlation either.
either. The correlation was a straight man approaching a homosexual woman, and the woman saying, "I don't swing that way," and he's saying, "Oh, you just never had the right man." That was the correlation. And not only that, but let's say the straight man is approaching a woman that he assumes is a straight woman. It's an assumption. You don't know if that woman is straight. The
But once
same
she
thing
tell
as the
you,
GAY, but yes, in her example, she tells the man. But the same thing with the GAY man. He don't know if you straight or not. He just know that you're an attractive man. So he approaching you and saying, "What's up?" And if he persists, then that would be,
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
I
Right.
would disagree with
Actually,
that.
both of y'all
I
wrong.
would disagree with that though, Lynn. The reason why I would disagree with that for the simple fact that you women sit up here and assume that a man is GAY based off his looks and how he speaks. That makes no sense. I don't know, so I'm approaching and I'm saying these things. I only can know unless she tells me. And when she tells me, my response after that, then you can hold me
To be
accountable for.
fair,
That's
But
what
to
for
we
be
me
just
to
said.
fair,
approach,
to be
but
fair, E,
but
we
but
think all y'all niggas GY. To
that's
be
fine.
fair,
That's fine. That's fine.
But
That's
that's
cool.
what
I'm
she
not. I don't.
just said.
I rather not go down that rabbit
I
hole.
literally
But what
said
I'm
the
Ish,
saying
same
is,
you're
thing as
repeating what she
you,
what
just
I'm saying
said.
is,
She
but
just
Lynn,
said that.
what I'm saying is, y'all will still hold a man accountable before the interaction. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at here. You guys are
accountable
still
for
holding them.
what? E, I don't understand what you're talking about.
I've heard y'all women sit up here, and not you specifically, women up on this panel sit up here and say, why do you even think it's comfortable to approach a woman in certain settings? She could be out a gas station, for an example. We just mentioned the gas station. Why y'all approaching a woman while she's getting gas? Why y'all approaching a woman while she's doing laundry? It doesn't matter. We can't win regardless. regardless of what we know, how we approach, we're still not going to win because you will come up with talking points, not you per se. But when I say you, I'm referring to the demographic of women that are on this bashing men trope, right? They will still come out and say, well, why do you think it was okay to approach that woman? Why are you doing this and that? It doesn't matter. So the coin, the coin being flipped or not, the conversation will
But
never
E,
land
what I'm saying is that
because people are coming to this
men did that
conversation
to
biased.
themselves. Men did that. It's not biased.
No,
Men did
men did
that.
not do that.
Hold on. Let me say, yeah, men did do that. They did. There's a reason why when I mentioned the gas station, the chat lit up. Has there ever been a woman on this panel that has not been approached by a man at the gas station
They
or
don't even have a
any?
car.
Or hold
Most of the women on
on.
this panel don't even have.
Yeah, y'all gotta get electric cars if y'all can.
That's what I'm saying. It's like women have had that experience of rejecting a man, especially black women have had
East.
that experience. And I said what I said, E, of
Most
approaching,
women on this panel don't have a car.
have been being approached by a man,
Gas stations only sell gas.
rejecting them nicely,
Yeah,
and
you
being
don't really
said,
go. People go to the gas station for all kinds of shit.
that's why
Hey,
you ugly anyway, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. I didn't want you anyway, bitch. Like women have all had exactly.
Not all women, but most. I can agree with you on
No,
that.
all
Like,
of
I'm
us.
not
Hold
going to
No.
on,
argue
hold
with
Why
on.
is
facts.
he even in the
I'm not
chat?
going to
all right.
argue with.
Hold
I'm not going to
on.
argue with that.
No, hold on,
East.
hold
See,
on,
the thing
E.
is,
Hold on,
I'm
E.
not going to
Wait,
argue with
E.
that
Wait,
with you on
wait,
that, East,
E.
because this
E.
is true. What you're
E.
saying is
Wait,
true.
E. No, listen.
What you're saying is true.
Listen, shush, listen. All
Like,
of us, listen, shush. You don't have to have a car for it to happen to you. We've all been in a car with somebody, even if we don't have a car, and we've walked into the gas station. We've been followed, and and it's terrifying. And it doesn't matter how nice we
nobody's
are.
following you, Summer.
Shush. I'm speaking. It doesn't matter how nice we are. They will throw something at you. They will yell at you. They'll call you a name. They'll say you ain't that. Like we've all had that experience, and not just there and at the parking garage, walking in the park, all types of
Going
times.
to the
Like that's how y'all
store.
treat us. Like we've all had the experience. And why would you argue that? You know it. You've probably
I said
witnessed
I would
it.
see. You're trying to shush me. You were trying to
So
silence me
Yes, I
before
was
I said
shushing
I
because I was
agreed.
Because
speaking.
I'm
he's an
not
idiot ass piece
arguing.
of
I'm not
bro,
going
shit.
to argue with a point that's already been validified. I'm
No,
not
no.
doing
You first
that.
you said no.
East,
First you
what you said
said
is
no.
true.
First you
East, what you said
said
is
no.
true.
First you said not every
No,
woman because every
no, you're
woman
not
doesn't
about to
have a
manipulate my
car.
words. You're not
That's
about to
what you
manipulate my
said.
words.
That is
No,
what you
no,
said. You
no,
said
Exactly
not
what you
every
just
He
woman
did
has
said.
a
say that
car.
though.
no, no,
Validate it.
no.
Stop being a lying piece of
Like I
shit and
said,
own up to
East,
what you said,
East,
bitch.
East, East, I can't argue with you. Sharon,
Is
I'm not entertaining
validified
you.
a
You old ass
word?
I
nigga.
don't
I'm
give
not
a fuck if you
entertaining you.
entertain me or not, bitch.
Suck my dick,
so
nigga. I'm not entertaining you.
so
Fuck up.
Sit it
the
out
whole
your
thing
ass
with
first.
the
Old
gas
ass
station
nigga, bro.
dudes is
60
I'm
years
tired
old.
of being
You
compared
got
to
the
bums at a
blueprint.
gas station.
You got the
Just
I'm
because I
like
blueprint
sound
actually
like your
to.
sick of
daddy
You
it,
don't
got
mean
the
man.
you the same
I'm
blueprint.
not
You
a
know
age.
gas
exactly what
station
men need
bum.
to be doing to get a woman, and you
Just
don't
because
have
I
one.
sound like your daddy
Dog,
Man,
don't
what
mean
the
you the
fuck
dog.
are
same
y'all
Oh
age.
niggas
my
Hold
talking
on,
God.
y'all
about?
all
Who gives a
talking
shit?
at the
Hold
same
up.
time, y'all.
It's literally only one man in here that's mature. Like one
Yes,
man. The rest of
we
them are
know. Let me
boys.
guess. The one with the deep voice, right? Shut
No,
the
Dog.
they're
fuck
all
up.
men.
The rest of them
No,
are
Shut
no,
boys.
the
they're
fuck
all
up.
No, ain't
men.
no
No,
boys
they're
in
Shut
all
the
here.
fuck
men.
They
up.
No,
men.
man
So
is not an
Man
honorific. They're all
behavior.
men. They're
what
all
I
No,
wanted
men.
to say
Hold
is
on, hold on,
all
Diamonds.
right.
Hold on. They're all men. Man is not an honorific.
we
Some
get
men
it.
are horrible. Some men are all right, I guess, but they are all men. We got to stop doing that.
We get it.
They
Yeah,
gotta
I
hear
would
it.
love to land my point because it seems like I break out in hives every time I get to talking. So
You be
Okay,
point
full of
taken,
shit and
Domino
land.
wrong as
trying to
fuck.
talk.
Bro,
Well,
yeah,
Domino
Go
was
ahead,
trying to
bro.
I don't know
talk.
what
I
happened.
all right.
He got reported. I don't know what he
Um
said.
He said some extra shit, and
Don't
he
worry
been
about it. He
saying
gone
extra shit.
now.
so basically what I wanted to say is like I'm tired of it being y'all when it's y'all talking about bums at a gas station harassing women all day that don't have a job and they just hang outside the gas station. Like that's crazy to me that I gotta be in the y'all with them niggas.
All right,
I
so you
don't
can compare
I
it to the
don't
niggas
want
at
that,
work.
bro.
And
The
so
niggas
what?
at
Like
It's
why y'all
supposed to
can't
know.
specify a
But
little tiny
Dominique,
bit?
how are we supposed to know the difference between you and the bum at the gas station? Some of the
Bro,
bums at the
the
gas
bum at
station,
the behavior y'all complain about is bums at the gas station. So
But
when you
I
hold
can
say
on.
repeat that
y'all
all
okay?
day.
and
I
you
got
saying
many
bums at
But
the
accounts.
gas station behavior, that's not me.
how are we supposed to know the difference? You a man, right? You a
Uh-huh.
man?
Right.
So this is
There's
a
other
man. We don't
qualifications.
but y'all keep
But
saying
we
that
don't
this is
know you,
There's
Domino.
other qualifications, right?
But
Than
no,
just
No, we
no,
don't
general.
know
hold up. No,
you.
it's
Isn't
not
there?
just that
Interrupting me.
though. Hold up. It's not just that. That's the go-to for men, period. But I wouldn't do it. Not me. Not me. Like,
No, what
hold
I'm
up.
saying,
Hold
this is
up.
a
Josh, I'm not
You
gonna do
saying,
it.
generalization.
listen, Domino, listen what I'm saying.
Uh huh.
Even in that case, If all the men are saying not me, y'all all sound alike. Everybody in the crowd talking about not me. It got to be somebody. So no, you got listen. It. Sorry it hurts your feelings. That ain't our problem. Women trying to be
It
safe isn't the
is.
hold up. Women trying to stay safe isn't the problem. It's the men that is a problem, and y'all don't want to approach them. So instead of you approaching the men who are the fucking problem, y'all want to come to women and be like, "But I'm a good one." No, nigga, y'all look alike, y'all sound alike, and you say the same
That's
things.
anti-black.
All right. So like one, I think that's like a generalization,
Yeah,
and
and it keeps you safe.
generalizations are not good ways to qualify things. Like if I say women, y'all be out here robbing us
Wrong
and stealing
line,
from our
dog.
house and peeing on the toilet seat when y'all squat, that would sound
Stay
crazy because
away
you'll
from
be like,
women.
damn, I
Hold on,
don't
I'm
do
not
that.
gonna
You
say.
know,
You'll
Hold
be like,
up,
damn,
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
do
say
that at
I'm
all. That don't
different.
sound like me
I
at
know.
all. That
Oh,
don't
that's
sound
the
like my
difference.
behavior.
Hold up. That's the difference. I'm not gonna sit and say I'm different. I'm gonna tell you stay the fuck away from women if that's the case. Stay the fuck away from if women doing those things. Stay the fuck away from women. I'm not gonna be like, oh, not me. Like that's what I'm saying.
It's
But
always
what
so.
I'm
It's
saying is
so. Hold
people
on,
should
Dominique. Hold
battle
it's
on.
against
given
It's
PD.
generalization.
so funny. It's so funny how y'all don't like being generalized.
Hmm.
But when it's your daughters, when it's your sister, when it's your mother, when it's your nieces, then it's all. Then the son is all of y'all, right? Cause you're
All
not
right,
gonna
bet.
if your niece goes to say, oh, Uncle Dominique, I'm gonna go to this party, or your daughter says, Uncle Dominique, I'm gonna go to this party. There's gonna be a lot of boys there, and there's gonna be a lot of drinking. You're not gonna be like, oh well, just just go ahead, because even if what there's one predator there, I'm pretty sure not all of them are predators. Like, come on, be so you playing in our fucking face. Shut like you be fucking for real.
That was
When
All
it
right.
comes to
manipulation.
the women, when it comes to the women that y'all care about, when it's blood related women, then all of this that you don't have sexual access to, hopefully, then all of a sudden it's all men. But when it's women that you may or may possibly have access to, or some other man should have access to, then now all of a sudden, oh, let's not generalize. That shit is sick.
Well,
Then
okay.
no
So
man, no man. Hold
the
on, Dom.
whole
Hold on,
thing is we're
Dom. Hold
talking
on,
about
Dom.
specific
Hold on, Dom.
behavior.
Hold on, Dom. No, that is a lie. Let's before you try to pivot that conversation from what she said, because I know you're not about to respond directly to what she said. So let someone do it. Right? That is a lie. East. That is a lie. First of all, when it comes to our daughters and it comes to things of that nature, what I've heard men within my family and outside of my family say, they want to court and vet this guy themselves. They're not coming up and saying it's all guys that are PD3s, all guys that are predators and all of the things of those natures. If anything, they warn their daughters what to look out for, the signs to look out for. But they tell their daughters, "Let me meet him." They don't stare
See,
their
look,
their daughters
look,
away from all or
stick your
any men.
butt, stick your
Hold
butt.
on,
First
hold
of
on. I
all,
didn't
hold
interrupt
on.
you. I didn't.
Well, no, you are somebody's
Stop
daughter.
doing that. Y'all
You
gotta
are
stop.
somebody's
Let
daughter.
him
You
tell
don't
his
get to.
story.
All right. Go ahead, stink butt.
Gotta stop doing that, bro. I don't give a fuck if you got mod or not. The
Yeah,
conversation
go
needs to
ahead
go
and say what
on.
you're saying.
Stop doing that, bro. That shit is annoying.
Oh
I'm giving you the
what?
respect. Give me the same respect back. E. Stop doing that
All
shit.
right, all right.
Like I was saying, bro, y'all need to stop sitting up here and lying. Y'all are liars. You don't even have fucking kids. Like y'all just sitting here pulling this out your ass to go with the narrative that you already made up in your head about men. And so y'all speak in totality of all men. Y'all don't come up here and say most. Y'all don't come up here and y'all are like y'all whole rhetoric is directed to all men. Y'all have literally
E,
sat
you're
here and
not
said
a.
that men, y'all literally sat up here and you've even joined them, East. Sat up here and said that y'all shouldn't even having sex with men at all. That includes all men. You're not talking about the majority. You're telling women not to have sex with men, period. Y'all
Can I say
speak
Okay.
in
something?
y'all speak in
You're
Maybe
not
you
a
absolutes.
should get out your
father.
punch.
Y'all
You're
are
Yes,
not a
yes,
speaking in
father.
finish.
You're
absolutes.
not a
I would
father.
love to
I
finish.
didn't come in
I would
here and
love to
say
finish.
all,
I would
But you
love
but you
to
still
finish.
monologuing.
generalizing.
I
No, we're
would
not
You
gonna
love
let
to
you finish,
monologuing.
finish.
Kanye.
I would love
Yeah,
to
but you're
finish.
monologuing.
I never said.
Now you gotta land in you.
Yes.
Hold
We can hear
on.
you. Go
Y'all,
ahead.
hold on. Please. Please, Eve. Y'all have to know the difference between an absolute and a generalization. And I tell y'all this shit all the time. Eric, please listen to me. An absolute is all. A generalization means not all. The sum is implied. In the English language, you don't have to put the sum in front of it in order for it to be in general. An absolute would be incorrect when someone says all.
So let
That's
me ask you a question.
incorrect.
Let me ask you a
Well,
question.
hold up, real
You
quick.
don't
God,
Hold
have to
up.
say all.
Christ.
You don't have to say
Hold
all
up.
for it to
Hold
be
up.
absolute,
Hold
though.
up. Hold up. Lynn, the
Correct me.
reason, hold up, y'all. Lynn, the reason why they do that, because their ego be shot because they want to uphold men, period, on the pedestal. That's why they going to always assume all because, like, it feel like a threat to them. Collectively, as men, they want to be seen as all good and women all bad. That's like, it ain't that hard for them to understand.
Hey, if somebody say we shouldn't be eating chicken, do that mean they shouldn't be eating some chicken, or they mean they shouldn't be eating any chicken? Like which one that
Dom,
mean?
Yeah.
We ain't
Dom.
gotta have a whole
Like which
Hold
conversation.
on.
one
Hold
is
on.
it?
Hold on.
Cause like just
We're moving
define
on.
the shit that
We
you're
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
saying.
No. No.
Like
No.
explained it. We
No.
don't need
cause you
examples.
hiding behind like definitions, but you're not defining the statements that you're making as one or
Words
the
have
other.
meaning, but words have meaning. So
Yeah.
regardless of
So
how you wait, Dom,
which
chill.
one is it? If I
Dom,
say you shouldn't
chill.
eat
So what we're
chicken,
not gonna
do I
do?
No,
mean
What we're not
some
gonna
no.
do?
chicken
Hold
or
up.
all
We
chicken?
not. No,
Dom,
we not having the
chill.
What
whole
we're not gonna
What
do
conversation.
is
which
It's
sit
one
up
do
already
I
here and
mean
try
when
to
I
been
say that
manipulate.
statement?
explained.
We're
It's
not
Dom,
gonna
It
sit
really
up
already
here
just
and
been. It's
manipulate.
already
depends.
been explained.
We're not
It
gonna sit
really
up here and
depends.
No, I'm
manipulate.
asking for a
Tara,
definition of what I
Tara,
just
did
said
you or
right
No,
did you
now.
guys
What
not
I
no.
just
say?
said right now. What does that mean to
He
you?
still proved her
Hold
point
up.
though,
I'm gonna
because you're
drop him
Like
talking
which
because
about
one
you
does it
all
gotta
the
mean?
respond
women.
to him. But what the
You're
fuck? It's
still
already been
proving her point.
explained. No.
Which one does
No.
that mean in that
I
Dom,
got
shut
sentence?
to.
up.
No. I
We're
But
not
said
All
you
right.
are
no.
answering that.
still
Cause
proving her
no. Anybody
point
else wanna talk
because when
about
I
it? No. We gonna get back to the conversation. It's been explained already.
thank you, because I'm tired of going around in circles talking about dumb shit. Like, make a point and move on. Everybody want to try to overanalyze and be semantical about the points that people are making. Listen to the full point so you are responding to what is being said, not what you think is being said. Let's listen. Let's use
Oh,
our
we can get
ears.
back to it.
Let's.
It's already been addressed.
I never
I
answered the prompt.
I think
I
that's
just came up
just
here
an
to listen to
example
what
of
y'all was saying.
coddling. That's another example of coddling. They need to be coddled into thinking that they're not the bad ones. That's why they get up here and throw a fucking temper tantrum because they're literally asking us to please coddle me. When they say, well, not all, they're actually saying, please coddle my feelings because I feel attacked. That's another way that men like to be coddled. And women will get up here and give the caveat that, oh well, I don't mean most, I mean some, I don't mean all, I mean not like y'all niggas be. But
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
I can sit up here and try to
Hold up,
manipulate
real
all day.
quick. Hold up,
None of
real
it's
quick.
true.
So the reason why I said don't address it because it's a derailment. We not on the topic anymore. Like we're not even talking about the topic anymore. Like the thing is, women get criticized all the time for coddling men, right? All the time. And it's like, oh, it's women, they enabling men, they enabling men. But the reality is like a lot of the behaviors that women being shamed for because they're protecting men, quote unquote, is out of fear. Is literally out of fear. Women are terrified of confronting men, terrified of being honest with men. Even when it comes to children, you hear men telling women telling women all the time that, oh, if you try to check your son and the man not around, when he get bigger than you, he gonna hurt you. Like if you can't tell that to a woman, then be like, oh, why you acting like this with him? Because y'all done told her that he the fucking big bad wolf and he gonna hurt her. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, like y'all have to be honest about why the colony exists in the first place.
Yeah, you guys need to start being honest with yourselves. First of all, you cannot enabling taking out. Excuse me, minusing enabling and then saying coddling does not make any sense. The coddling is the enable. You are the enabler when you're coddling.
I
So
do
I don't
agree with
understand
that.
how you can say I don't understand how you can say women aren't enabling men; they're coddling them out
It's
of
men
fear.
that enable
That
other
makes
men.
no. it's so hard for you to stay on mute. I don't understand
No,
why.
it's
At
not,
60
but
years
I'm
old,
choosing not to do it.
at 60 years old, but you're
Men
going to.
literally
You're going to
created
get
a
muted.
patriarchy that
You're going to
enables
get
men to
muted.
be the
You're
way that
going
we
to
are.
get muted.
So
You're going
regardless of
to get
whether or
muted.
not you want to
You're
accept it or
60
not,
years old.
it's
Y'all saying
actually
the same
men that
thing.
enable other men.
I've never
Y'all
heard a
saying the same
man.
thing.
I've never heard a man have
You
all the
haven't heard a man
blueprints to
because you
having
weren't
to
raised by men.
keep and get a woman, but don't have one.
I might
That makes
sound like
no
your father,
sense
but
to
we're
me.
not the same age, sir.
That makes that's fine. I'm 24 years old. You're 60.
Okay.
Boundaries. This
I
is what they
sound
were
like your
talking
father.
about.
We're not the same
This
age.
is what they were talking about. Now you're saying you're my father. I
Well, you
don't
kept on
consent.
saying that I sound like I'm
I
60.
don't consent. I don't consent. No
This
means
isn't a
no. I
sexual
hope that
interaction.
no.
It doesn't
I
matter if you
hope you
consent.
knows. I hope you know what that
This
means.
isn't a
No
sexual
means no.
situation. It doesn't
I
matter if you
don't
consent or not.
consent. I don't
I don't
consent.
actually care. This is not a
I
sexual
don't
situation, so it
consent.
Can
doesn't
we
Hold
matter.
move
on,
on?
hold
Can
I
up,
we
hold up,
move
don't
y'all.
on?
Hold up,
consent.
Because
y'all stalling the
Go
conversation
ahead,
when y'all do
Shane.
this.
Y'all hold up. Go ahead, Shane. What's up?
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing?
Women, how you doing? Women aren't enabling men; they're coddling them out of fear. Sorry, my cat is trying to attack me. Um, yes, I do believe that. I was thinking about like medieval. Stop, Loki. I was thinking about like Game of Thrones type times when like the even the sons were kings and their moms couldn't even say anything to them out of the fear like mess around and being head thrown. I don't know if that's the right time. But yes, it's out of fear, whether out of fear for being financially cut off or physically cut off. This is out of fear. This is the patriarchy. I mean, I know we know these things, but this is weird. Like this is out of fear because we live in a patriarchy. Women can be cut off for saying the slightest thing against the man in their family, whether it be their husband, their son, or their brother. Like that's not a safe place. Women can't, obviously say things. We can say things on the internet. We can get pop that fly shit, but no, in their families, they're not saying shit because of fear of being cut off in whatever frame. I'll land there. I want to hear this nigga eat, bro, so I can curse his ass.
Like I was saying, it just gets to a point, right? You have a man that looks like this coming at me without my consent, speaking over my turn and all of that. It's just, just go back to playing your guitar. Let the grown folk have the conversation. Go play your guitar to someone who actually gives a fuck, because I don't. Right? It's so funny. He
Is
comes
that
off
supposed to
mute,
offend
which he's
me?
about to do right now. Which he's about to do right
Is
now.
that supposed to
Watch.
offend me?
Prove me right. You just said,
I
you
was
know what I
gonna
don't
do it
get?
Fuck his
regardless.
guitar.
Men like you tell men that they need to be more emotionally
Well, you
intact
have
with
his
themselves,
picture up,
and
so I
yet
don't know
every
why you
time I
think he's not gonna
speak, you come
respond.
off mute.
You
This has
have his
nothing to do
Like
with
picture
it's
being
up.
just
emotional.
it's interesting.
I'm
You're
doing it to
telling
you
men
on
how they need to
purpose.
be more emotionally
This
intelligent with
has nothing to do with
themselves,
emotion.
but
I'm doing
yet
it
you
to you on
can't even
purpose.
stay on mute until I finish
Right,
talking.
because fuck you.
Look, right. So
Exactly, because fuck you
why should
specifically.
women follow behind you?
I never tell
Like
women to
it
follow me.
makes no sense.
Don't none
It
of these
makes
Because
women
his
no
follow me.
guitar
sense.
is
But
I
you
don't
nice.
tell
I
speak
them
up
to
like
for
his
follow
them.
me.
guitar.
You speak up for them.
Okay,
Like
and
it's
That's
just
I'll
wait,
tell
wait,
you
wait,
my
crazy.
wait,
hatred
wait.
for
Ain't
men
that
is
what? Wait,
crazy.
ain't that what women should do? Follow
With
behind a
the
man that treats them nice,
Nah, but I don't tell
that
women
treats
to
them
follow me.
kind.
I
you
don't
said
want women
what?
to follow me.
Shouldn't women follow a man that is kind to them?
That's kind to them,
No.
and that men that knows how to that is emotionally intelligent, that
Answer
can
the
control their
question.
emotions,
Shouldn't answer the
identify them.
question. Answer the
I
question.
just
Shouldn't
answered
women?
your
No,
question. I
you
just
didn't.
answered
It
your
was a
question.
yes or it was a yes or no
Close your
question.
mouth and
It was
open
a
your
yes or no
ears. God gave
question.
you two of
Shouldn't
them. I just
women
answered your
How
question.
about you close
shouldn't
your
I
mouth
just
and
women
open
answered
your
your
follow?
ass?
question,
You
ma'am.
didn't answer shit
I just
because you don't
answered your
know how to
question.
answer.
Anyway,
No, the
back to
fuck
the
you did
topic.
not.
It's
Back to
Because
the
fine
you don't
because
know
I'm
topic.
how to
doing this to
answer
you on
nothing.
purpose.
Tara, what I don't
I have
get,
no
Tara,
reason to
is
show you
that
emotional
I don't
intelligence or
understand
to
how we can
respect
say
you.
women aren't
You can be a
enabling
bitch
men, but
every
then
other
you're
day of the week,
saying,
but today you gonna
saying
stand on it.
behind it, Tara, that they're coddling them. If you're coddling someone, you're enabling them. That doesn't make any sense to me. The two don't go
Well, you're dumb.
without.
That's why it don't
I
make no
just
sense to you.
I think when women
Y'all
go out their
gotta
way,
hold on.
I would
Y'all
have to
gotta
agree.
hold on.
I would
Just
have
hold
to.
on real quick.
I'm still talking.
Y'all. I don't give a fuck.
Like it's just
Y'all
like
gotta relax and just take one at a time. Okay.
I was saying, right? It's just
And
very.
you gotta be quick with your plane,
Yeah,
E.
spit that
That's
shit
fine. I
out.
would be quick if you would mute the fuck motherfuckers that's talking over me.
Spit that
How
shit
you
out,
telling me to
bitch.
be quick
But
with a
you just
plane
I will
told
talk
you
over
just
you
told me
like I
not
anytime
to
I
get
you
it.
motherfucking want to.
you
You a
just told
I
me
bitch.
don't
not
get
to.
it.
Oh
I don't get
Lord.
it. Y'all
Okay.
muting everybody else while y'all talking, but y'all don't want to mute it.
Cry
Like
harder, little bitch.
I don't get it. I don't get it, Tara.
I
I don't
would
get
I
it.
would mute them, E, but you
You
said
need to
not
get
to
your shit
abuse my
controlled.
Cry harder, little
mod
bitch.
You need to
powers.
get your shit in control.
Cry harder, little bitch.
Literally. But
Fight through it.
with that being said, though.
Hurry up and finish it.
It's just very interesting. It's just very interesting that you say that and you put that within the
Of course,
prompt.
it's
I don't
interesting to a
understand.
simple-minded
I don't
motherfucker like
understand
you.
that, right? When women are coddling men, basically helping them to whatever that they're getting to, they're enabling them regardless of their poor behaviors, regardless of what they're doing. That is in a way, coddling is an enabling. So I don't understand how you can sit up here and say that women aren't enabling men when they're doing it within the coddling in our land.
Would you be able to read the definitions to me, please?
Yeah.
It's a good comment.
Can you read?
Could
Yeah,
you
so
read the definitions?
he has to learn the definition between coddling and enabling before
Exactly.
you could question. Like just
Okay.
Because you just saying shit.
yeah.
Okay.
He's like a person that
I
got
could say
some.
what the simple. I could say simply say what the difference is. People that enable create the
No one
environment or
cares.
platform
No
for men
one
to do
cares.
something,
No
You
one
whereas
obviously
people
don't
cares.
that are
care because
No
you don't
coddled
one
are
fucking
cares.
know.
generally
Be
No one
presented
quiet.
with
cares.
Be
consequences.
No
quiet.
one cares.
It doesn't
No.
matter if you don't care because you're not
Yeah, I
smart
didn't
enough
give
to
me the
care.
respect while I was talking. You're not gonna get a
Yeah, I
word
don't
out.
care. I'm
I
gonna
You're
fight
promise.
such
through it,
a
unlike
Oh
you.
well.
child.
Oh well. It is what it is.
Matter of fact, children are
Oh,
much
It is
children
what
are
it
better
is.
listeners than you. I'm
It
sorry.
is
I
what
don't
it
do I
is.
ain't gonna put that
Oh,
disrespect on children.
yep,
Children listen way
totally.
better than you do.
Totally. Yep.
I got a niece that listens
Uh-huh.
way better
I'm
than
happy for you,
that.
man.
You're an idiot.
I'm happy for you.
idiots with two E's.
My thing
like
is, wait, it's got to be some kind
like
of kink, bro, that
yep.
you keep coming
It's
back to a
not.
space that
It's
don't
not.
nobody like you.
It's not.
That's
It
not a
should be.
kink.
At least it
Ma'am,
makes
I
sense if
don't
it
give a
was.
fuck. I
That's
don't
not a
care.
kink. So why
I
you
don't give a
here? So
fuck.
why you here? Why you
You
here?
care for the validation
Why
of
you
others. I
here?
don't. If I
I
did,
care
I
for the
wouldn't be where I'm
validation of
at now.
myself. I
Like
validate
what?
my own stuff. I don't know what you're
That's I'm
talking about.
happy for you. I'm happy for you.
So why are you here?
I'm happy for you. Don't ask me any questions.
He
I
All
Why
don't
are
right,
said
you
that
consent.
my
so
brother
here?
all
getting
right, so
slaughtered.
hold on.
Good.
I looked up
I
the
don't consent.
enabling is the
Ew.
action or deliberate lack of action that directly or indirectly encourages behaviors of others, and then coddling is to handle when it comes to the coddling of a person is to
Nah. Right.
Damn.
Right. No, I want her to read it out. I want her to read it out. Watch this.
coddling is to treat, pamper, or tenderly handle
And what
someone.
is that?
That's not enable.
Pamper into what? What is
That's
pamper?
not.
That's not enabling. That's what
That's
you do
not
when you have a baby.
enabling.
How does that not enable someone? Yo.
Hey,
Okay.
Drika, hold up
Bro,
real
you
quick.
say
Okay.
how? You
Encouragement,
don't
enable your
know.
kids to
Hold
grow.
up,
Is that what you're
y'all.
trying to
Hold
say?
up, y'all.
Okay.
Again, it doesn't just say coddling, say out of fear, right? It's more of a coercion thing. That's the problem. A lot of times when y'all say enabling, just make it seem like, oh, women just enabling men for X, Y, and Z reason, but the reality is like it's a fear-based response. That's the whole point. You can't just say the
Do whatever
coddling
you
part.
want to.
After the karma is a whole statement. You gotta read the whole statement.
There's a very
Yeah,
basic way.
I just put it in the
Why you
comments.
must have been reading?
There's a very basic way to understand the difference between the two.
Right, yeah, he still
Whenever
doesn't
you enable
understand.
somebody, it's pretty much fostering an environment that allows their behaviors to continue. Whenever you coddle somebody, you're pretty much protecting them from the consequences or from the punishments of their actions.
Well, then speak, brother.
Thank you, Sean. You a good man, brother. You good? You know the difference now? You want to keep going?
You guys don't get it, and it's okay. I'm
You
not here to
guys,
teach you.
cause
I'm
you
not
don't
here to
know
teach you.
shit.
I'm starting
I'm
to
not
think
here
you
to
the one
teach
that
you.
don't get
You
it.
couldn't teach
Nah,
your
he
way
don't.
out of paper
Coddling
bag,
and
bro.
enabling, it removes the consequences in both ends. It doesn't matter.
Your
You're removing
argument
the
doesn't make
consequences when
sense.
you're
No,
enabling.
Uh,
You're removing the consequences. When you're coddling, you're removing the
no,
consequences. So
the
regardless,
No.
That's
consequence.
not
I'm gonna go to
No.
Drika's
true.
live. I'm gonna go to Drika's live. Goodbye.
You a
Goodbye.
bitch.
Goodbye, sticky butt. Glad I had to coddle. Glad I had to coddle you through
I'm
this.
gonna get him out of here too. Y'all ain't even
he
rub
want
it
to go
in.
be
Is is
coddled.
Right,
That's
is
he
what
it
need
exactly
is
it
that.
is.
it
He want to
Right,
go be
exactly.
coddled.
He gonna
is it your
exactly be go
birthday?
be coddled.
Drink
And
about to
now
go
Drika,
she
over there
not
and
finna
coddle
do
him.
it.
Is it your
Drika gonna
birthday
do.
or something?
Who? What?
Somebody need to swaddle
Is
that
it your
man.
birthday?
My birthday?
Yeah. Why you got 7,000 coins?
Oh, it's not. No, it's not my birthday.
Pocket watch it?
Can I
My
get the
birthday.
big
Right.
screen,
Hello.
Tara?
But
Tara,
wait,
can you
why
make
do
the
you
big
have
screen,
7,000
please?
coins?
That's
Because
her
I'm always
business.
right, and people like to acknowledge that.
Even when you stealing
Oh,
people
I
token
got.
coins?
You gotta fix the
And
format,
will.
Tara.
Hold up. I got to fix the
My
format.
nigga Marmar. That's what happened. My nigga Marmar came through.
You gotta fix yeah. You gotta fix
Hold
that.
up.
There you go. It says enabling is. Oh, okay. We almost had it. There we go. So does enabling equal coddling? Enabling is a form of coddling in many cases because both can remove discomfort and consequences.
Enabling is about
Right? I would love to finish. Right? Key differences, right? Enabling is about the behavior plus consequences. Coddling is the feelings and
No,
discomfort.
No,
So
no,
read the
no, no.
sentence
Hold up.
no,
before.
no,
Let him
no,
finish.
no, no, no.
I
Let me
got it.
finish.
Hold
Let me
up,
finish.
E. Let him finish. I got it.
Right. You can coddle without enabling, like over comforting someone but still requiring accountability. And you can enable without coddling, like paying someone's rent because you don't want to deal with the fallout, not because you're being soft. Regardless, right?
That would be
Regardless,
coercion,
you're
Hold up,
dumbass.
still
E. Hold
removing,
up. Hold up,
regardless,
y'all.
regardless, you're still removing the behavior and the consequences because why enabling is so let's say for an example, right? Someone can't pay their rent.
Who
So
that lady?
you're instead of telling them to go get a job and things of that nature, you're basically paying the rent for them, and they're going to expect that all the way, every single time. So you're
Okay,
enabling them. You're not
I
help.
want
Hold
everybody
on,
to
Tara. Can I
focus.
just finish?
The same
I would just love to
thing.
But
finish.
when you done,
Repeating
I would just love to
yourself.
finish. I'm not repeating myself. I would love to go into the example of how I understand this and why it can be right. I'm not wrong. Neither is the other person. It equates, right? Enabling. They gave it an example about rent. Someone not paying their rent, they don't want to go and get a job because they're lazy. So what you're doing is you're paying their rent for them. That's enabling them to be lazy. That's taking out the consequence. There's no consequence there. Coddling, right? Someone feels a certain way, they want to go and cheat and things of that nature. Instead of telling them not to go cheat, you're telling them ways that they can go about cheating. That's
hold on
coddling.
real quick.
That
Hold
goes
on
to
real quick.
feelings.
Hold on, we
It does
got it.
not. It does not remove the behavior.
We got. I want everybody to focus on the key differences. Okay, it says enabling is about behavior and consequences, and coddling is about fear, feelings, and discomfort. The discomfort is important because that's why I said coddling out of fear. It's discomfort. It's uncomfortable. It's not just you're doing it because of like the potential consequences, or because consequences could just be a reaction to something that happened. You're doing it out of the fear, the discomfort of it. I love that you put this up for me. Thank you for the clarity, E. I appreciate you.
But I am not wrong in this case.
Over the
Due to
part
the
where
fact,
it says, hold
due
on,
to
he
the
completely
original
skipped over the
example.
fact, he completely skipped over that sentence where it says, but they are not identical. So when you're sitting there, your main argument is enabling is coddling. It's not. They are not
Yeah, bro.
identical.
They
No,
got you. They
no,
got
E
you.
ate with that. I love that he helped me give clarity on the prompt. Thank you, E. I appreciate you. Go ahead, G.
Thank
Hold
you,
on,
Thank you.
did
No
Steve.
you
But
problem.
hold on,
I'm
did
not.
Antoine go?
I don't
no,
think
he
so.
didn't.
Go
I
ahead,
swear they walk into the
Antoine.
prompt every time.
Oh, how y'all doing?
What's
Salutations.
up?
Go ahead.
Oh man, I just want to say, y'all basically right. I don't know the young man that's on there, but it's just two different things. It's showing you in the sentence and everything else. But I feel like we come from a field to where if it's what are we talking about? Just women in general, or men's
No,
mother?
no, you're confused.
Never going to be talking about women. You
Hold
know
up.
that. This is a
Are
women's
you
space.
confused?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Are
all
we
right,
talking
let
about
G
men's mother
let
that's
somebody okay,
coddling,
if
or just
you're hold up, if you're confused, let somebody go that's not confused. What's up, G? Thank you, interruptible.
Yeah, I'm glad he put that up with enabling and coddling, but I still hope I get this right because I still need some clarity on but let me just put it this way to the
Thank you,
prompt.
Star.
They're coddling them out of fear. A lot of the time, they're coddling them out of fear because the fear is not no DV or not no abuse or nothing like that. The fear is the potential of them leaving, right? So a lot of women will go above and beyond, and yes, a lot of women will coddle men specifically just because they don't want to be alone, right? Let me give an example, right? Um, let's just say a man is the main provider. He's providing all the money and all the resources, right? But outside of that, she's doing everything, absolutely everything, right? She's even paying the bills with his money, but she's in charge of all of that. Then 5 years later, she gets tired of it. She wants to go back to work. She goes back to work, and now all of a sudden, she needs help. She needs help with the child rearing. She needs help with the chores. But by that time, it's too late. You don't put up with it for so long that man is not going to change, right?
So
So
hold up, before you move on
she
to the next thing, let me respond to that real quick,
mhm.
okay? Because two things that's mentioned, right? We live under patriarchy where we know men make more money, have more access to resources. So it already put women in a position where they have to coddle the men essentially to give access to the resources. You already mentioned that. When the second one you said about the children, the fact that women have to be overly dependent on men, again, a problem with systematic sexism. That's the problem. So it is out of fear. You're validating the same thing because the fear that this man in this society where men have more access to resources, especially if you have children, and how that can like disrupt your career or whatever. Now you have to coddle that man in fear that you're not going to have access to the resources, and you have to coddle access for him to have access to children because we know that if the women don't maintain a relationship with the man, he will basically abandon the children. So yeah, I there you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, but let's take the resources off. We'll
No,
take the
you can't. You listen.
They'll-
You
listen.
listen.
You made.
I know. Let me just say.
Wait a
You
minute.
So
listen. No.
let me
You
finish.
can't put the resources on you and then want to take them off. That's crazy.
Okay, no, that was one example. Even if we take the resources off, I'm saying a lot of women still will coddle men, right? Just so they don't want to be alone. I ain't never heard so many women in my life say, "Babe, don't worry about it. I got it. Babe, I will take care of it." And a lot of men are
I feel
allowing
like
that.
if we allow you to take the resources off, we would be enabling this stupid, asinine fucking example. So we can't
No,
take the
they
resources
don't want.
off.
Okay, we take the resources off. They don't want to be alone. That's all there is to it.
If you want to take the resources off, I'm gonna take the whole relationship off. So we can
I
take
know,
stuff
but they.
off.
So you saying
No,
they don't
I'm
call
gonna
it? They
take the
don't.
whole. I'm gonna take the whole relationship off. Since we could just take stuff off, because you made a point, it
That was
didn't
my
hold
first
up,
point.
and now you want to just take stuff off. That's crazy.
No, I
No, no,
gave
no,
two
no. Not only you
examples.
came
That was
up
just one
here with a
example.
point and example,
Huh?
you
That was
try to make
one
a point.
example. That was one example. My second
That's the one
example
you
was just
chose
in
to
general.
use, and it's not tracking.
Can I
Listen,
say
the
something?
second example,
Let me just say this real quick. I picked you to be in a debate and you embarrassing me. You got to do
how?
better. You embarrassing me.
How?
And you don't see that in here.
Can
I
I
gave
say
You are an
one.
something?
embarrassment
I
because
gave
you
I
are
one
an
picked you. I
example.
embarrassment.
picked you for the YouTube debate, and now you embarrass me in front of my homegirls.
No. Y'all just being intentionally
Oh,
obtuse
I'm
when it
glad you
comes to
just said it.
this.
Hold up, real quick, y'all. Friday, I decided it's gonna be on Friday now. I want to host a panel on YouTube. If y'all want to talk about the family structure, DM me. But go
No,
ahead.
you're
Can I
not
say
invited no
something?
more, G. You embarrass me in front of my
I know, but
homegirls.
y'all are simply saying that the coddling only is they only coddle man so they can have the access to the resources, which is a crock of
Can I
shit.
say something? Can I say something? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to. I want to add on to what he said, and it kind of goes back to what I said. I think that it's both. This is just a personal experience. My whole entire life, I've never seen my mom enable a man or coddle a man. But 8 years ago, my grandmother passed, and this man came into her life, and it was the first time that I've ever seen her enable and coddle him. But the fear, I wouldn't say in this situation wasn't because of her needing him for any resources, because my mom has been she's always had multiple jobs. She's never had to depend on a man or anybody for anything. So it wasn't in a situation where he was providing her resources. In fact, she was giving him a place to stay and providing him resources. But in this situation, it was out of a state of fear of being alone from my point of view. But at the end of the day, it still connects to the coddling part out of fear. But it wasn't necessarily something that came down to him, because I've seen him in situations where I knew she wasn't afraid of him physically.
Yeah, I
So
agree. East, y'all gotta stop telling y'all personal business though. You could, like, you
Mm,
tell that story.
I
Cause she
understand.
agree with
No,
I
no,
me.
no, no.
understand.
This is what I'm
Only cause
saying.
she
You could
agree with
tell.
me.
Hold up, G. You could tell that same story from a general perspective. You don't have to actually say as a personal story. That's all.
Yeah, I feel you, but that's why my page is set up the way it is. Y'all don't know who I look like or what I am. You know,
But that's why I think women coddle man more out of fear of the loneliness and being alone than actual resources, in my opinion.
So then,
it's
to
more
humor your
resources
point,
though,
She just proved
to
it.
humor, to
but it's
humor
more
your point,
resources.
humor your point, it can be the enablement of out of fear and the coddling for resources. However you slice it, though, you taking fear out of the element is the number one thing that men love to do, because they know that fear means and can allude to a sense of control, and not in a positive way, which is something that no man wants to acknowledge that men do, which is a severe problem, which allows these conversations to constantly disconnect when y'all constantly want to dance around prominent issues for women.
Yeah, because if
And the
you gonna
thing,
I
say, hold
agree.
up, he gonna say it's fear of like being alone, right? It's interesting because G, you've said this to me multiple times about like you can't be chronically single, whatever the fuck that is, because you're gonna end up being alone and lonely. So like I'm saying that because even that's fear based, because a lot of the ways that men try to coerce women into relationships is based on fear and threats that they like, oh, if you don't do this now, your future gonna be like this. They like catastrophize it in order like to like control your behavior. So you can't be part of that narrative, G, and they be like, well, you just don't want the relationship to be over. Like, not you being the conformist and you want to push the propaganda. That's fucking wild.
And the thing about it is, your prompt says coddling us out of fear, meaning that you can't just sit here and try to pigeonhole it from one type of thing. Yeah, you can say it might be the fear of the relationship ending or whatever, right? Which I don't really think that's it at this point. But you can't sit there and say, well, not counting diva and all those other things. There are a lot of things that that encompasses, right? When I spoke before, I said you have the fear of how a lot of men react, right? A lot of these men do become even more dangerous when women try to leave these relationships. So that is actually more of a fearful tactic. I'm not sure why you think that it's just the relationship ending, why you think a woman would be fearful about that. But even more so, too, a lot of black women, unfortunately, still see black men as one of the biggest targets of the system. And as such, they'd rather prioritize not putting that black man at the leisure of the system or at the grace of the system or whatever than prioritizing their own safety as black women.
Listen, I already know what you. Let me just give a brief example. Where I live at, this couple keep parking in my parking spot. Right. Whenever I go over to check them, the wife is the first person at the door, while the man sit on his fat ass every single time. I've never met him before, brother. Why is
You
your
know them
wife
people. Come on
every time?
now.
Every time I try to talk to them about that, the wife is right there. He don't even get up.
So
That's
You
that
what
trying to
pisses
talk
so
to that
let me
man
hold
wife.
up. So you need to stop telling women they need to get married and get relationships. Then if your real life examples show that
correct.
women got to do work and niggas want to sit on their
I
fat
agree.
asses, that's
Correct.
crazy.
He waiting for you to
Correct.
say the wrong thing probably, and then he gonna get up. Some men, feel me?
I'll
They
be
know
so
that
tempted. I'll be
they
so
have
tempted.
abrasive women, and they let their women be who they are. But the second that a
Coddling.
man think
No,
that
no,
he's
no,
gonna
no.
go
That's
too
coddling.
far,
They ain't abrasive. The men are just allowing it.
You trying to talk to that man, that man wife. You trying to steal that man wife, G. Leave that married woman alone.
Why you keep knocking on the
Yeah.
people door?
Hey,
What's
hey,
going
Uh
hey,
huh.
hey,
on?
hey, hey, hey. I
He be
saw her.
going there. He be going. You be knocking on
I
that
saw
lady
her.
door with gray
I,
sweatpants on and hoochie daddy shorts. I
I
know.
saw her pumping her own gas before. Who does that?
And you walked right
Who
over
does
there
that?
with your hoochie daddies and was like, "I'll do it for you."
Yeah, he want to take that off the show. So he just want to take shit away. That shit was wild. But like for real though, I appreciate y'all. This was a good conversation. Good conversation, y'all. Thanks for coming. Thanks to everybody who supported the live. Let me say this again. Friday, I'm doing a live discussion on YouTube. If you're not following my YouTube, it's in my bio. At Terra.js. You should go over there and subscribe. I also put the lives over there if you want to do a playback. But Friday, if you want to debate family values, go ahead and inbox me. Let me know you want to come so I can see if you're a crash out or not. Bye bye y'all. Thank y'all.